Here live in Hemet, California, home of the Tahquitz Titans. This is Friday Night Football, featuring the Murrieta Mesa Rams taking on the Tahquitz Titans. Alongside here, Tim Barker, Mandy News making the call. Joel Diaz, our producer, and upstairs doing the camera work is my guy, Jonathan Silva. Now, both teams undefeated. The one team coming in with one extra game. Right now, Murrieta Mesa, as you see the graphic on your screen, just taken away with a record of 2 wins and no losses. A big win over Hemet, 35-12 last week for Tahquitz. Their big win in about 2 years, a 41-7 victory against Vista del Lago. Two teams that are also trying to go on the rise, though one team who's really trying to benefit from one of their biggest victories in quite a while, and that is the Tahquitz Titans, who will be kicking off, and this game is here underway in a Tahquitz Stadium. Ball just goes in front of the pile, and that'll draw a flag, a penalty, as the ball will be started here at the 40-yard line. Now, Timothy Barker here real quick talking about the Titans, again, their biggest win in quite a while, and was talking to head coach Dennis Gregorovich about, getting the break. They had a bye week last week. They did play in week 0, and a lot of teams who would use that or not see that as kind of a momentum bring down, but this time around, preparing against a very tough team like Murrieta Mesa, they really love that advantage of taking control of that extra week.
Well, and their quarterback Chase Chambers is going to be all over the place tonight. His passing completion percentage is at 77% at the beginning of their first 2 games for Murrieta Mesa, so you're going to see a lot of passing this game.
First down here, the ball's loose on the pitch around, ball goes up on the near side on the handoff, clearing out down to the 40, up to the 45, and it goes out of bounds just shy of the 50-yard line. Tim Neely taking the pitch out as the quarterback just gone down. Chase Chambers there, almost there on the sack, but on the run, Neely getting a big gain, and on the first down, they move that drive, and they keep the chains alive here. Now, for, again, Murrieta Mesa, and they got their big man under center in Chase Chambers. Now, Chambers is on pace to break the career record for most completions and most pass attempts in the Inland Valley. As we keep it on first down and 10, just shy of the 50-yard line. Chambers passing up on the near side. Passes complete on a 6-yard gain as the tackle there goes out of bounds on the catch there. Number 5, Fernando Blanco. And again, Chambers, one of the more accurate passers, looking to break that career record set by David Ortega out of Palo Verde High School in Bland, California.
Yeah, and Murrieta Mesa is really going to show their pass game, and they're really going to go deep in a lot of their plays. So it's going to be a real test of the Tahquitz defensive backs, and going to see if they can really cover them.
Here we go on for a second down at about 5, just at the 45-yard line. Chambers here in the shotgun, trips down to the left, taking the handoff there up the middle, busting up the middle, getting a first down and diving on the shoestring tackle there on the play. On the tackle, number 8, Casey Miller, to save a big game, but that'll move the chains. Little first down and 10 as he pushes it up into Tahquitz territory. Again, just joining us here, Tahquitz taking on Murrieta Mesa. Both teams undefeated. Mesa 2-0 for Tahquitz, a 1-0 big victory a couple weeks ago against Vista del Lago. On the shotgun, drop it back. Chambers staying in the pocket, fires up the middle, down at 2. Dejon Holloway getting tackled at the 39-yard line, a gain of about 4 yards, pushing it now second down and 6.
And this will be a real tale of two styles of play, because you have Murrieta Mesa, who's a big pass offense, huge pass offense, and Tahquitz actually you'll see a lot of run plays who are running a lot and running up the gut, and so it'll be a tale of 2 different styles of play.
On the shotgun snap, staying in the pocket, Chambers decided to take it himself, rolling to the near side, trying to escape a few tackles, and he gets brought down by a bunch of Tahquitz defenders just behind the line of scrimmage. A big sack there, and they'll make it third and just about long, about 8 yards away from that first down marker. And again, Tim Barker, this team not known to run the ball. You'll see a couple runs here and then, but with Chambers' arm, you're going to see that ball in the air quite a bit here in this game tonight.
Well, and one thing I do want to mention, Manny, is we've mentioned both styles of offense, but we also got to look at the defense. The defense is what wins championships. Coaches tell us that all the time, is that defense wins championships. So maybe the offenses will be really powerful tonight, but it'll be a real tale to see if the defense can stop each other.
Pass is complete down to Castro as he gets it on the far side and sneaks into the end zone on a 35-yard pass. Touchdown for the Rams. Castro taking it to the house up on the far side all by himself on the play, and the Rams will strike first, making it 6-0 pending the extra point.
Well, and someone could definitely missed their assignment because he was wide open and just walked right into the end zone.
And we were actually about to credit the Tahquitz defense there on the sack, making it 3rd and long, and all of a sudden you see him 39 yards later gaining it for the touchdown. Here we go on the extra point are the Rams. The snap, the hold. Now we'll split the uprights and a good. 9:30 to go in this one, and the Rams will draw Fleur. First blood on the pass completion down to Daniel Castro. A 7-0 ball game here in the first quarter of play. You are watching Friday Night Football here on PlayOnSports.com.
Tonight's game is being brought to you by our title sponsor, Trinity Energy Solutions. Trinity Energy Solutions, a green energy company, specializes in the installation of power shaver energy-saving systems. For more information, find TES online at trinityenergysolutions.org or call them at 951-654-0824. Trinity Energy Solutions, saving energy across the world.
Back here in this one, Manny Nunez and Tim Barker making the call. It didn't take too long for the Rams to get into the end zone on a 3rd down and 8. A 39-yard pass complete down to Daniel Castro, again all by himself and clearing it over the goal line, making it here a 7-0 ball game. And like we talked about, Tim, during that quick pregame show that we had just after the kickoff, as a matter of fact, really crediting that Tahquitz defense, only allowing 1 touchdown by their opposition. A Fitz Longo on a run play, as a matter of fact, on 40 yards, but they kept them quiet the rest of the game. This time around, they score much quicker on their first drive, and now they're actually here on a big test today. The ball snuck over, and he gets tackled up out of bounds. And Tim, real quick, again, that Tahquitz defense, like we talked about, they're going to be in for a test tonight.
Oh yeah, and it's mostly going to be a test of their defensive backs and to see if they can really cover their receivers. Because, like we've been mentioning this whole broadcast, Murrieta Mesa is going to be constantly going to their pass because their quarterback in Chase Chambers is going to be throwing that ball everywhere.
And speaking of quarterback under center here, as a matter of fact, on the shotgun will be the big man, Ben Moreno on the shotgun, twins down to the left and right. Here on 1st and 10, taking the handoff here will be Neely. Neely running up the far side, finding a hole, clears out now towards the sidelines, getting a first down, and a whole bunch more, getting it over down to midfield. How about a 20-yard game to start off the drive for the Titans?
And boy, like I said, Murrieta Mesa is going to use the pass. Tahquitz is going to use the run. So it's going to be a question of which defense is going to step up tonight, Manny.
And to no surprise, the Titans going on the no huddle. First down on the handoff up the middle. Jonte Price trying to bust through up the middle, fighting over a couple tackles and then gets rocked down hard. About 9 yards on the play, on the run. Big gain there, and that'll make it here 2nd down and 1. And very curious to see how this Tahquitz offense will respond. It might be a back-and-forth battle if they can really take control of the momentum that they brought from that last game. On the handoff again is Price, hitting it into the pile, crossing the first down marker and getting a few yards there. 1st down and 10 there as he gets a 3-yard gain. Benjamin Moreno again on the no huddle, and then again Tahquitz really embracing that no huddle, trying to keep this Murrieta Mesa defense on guard. 1st down and 10, ball at the 39-yard line. 3 plays in, and they've already crossed into the Rams' territory. On the handoff up the middle, the wide receiver pushing up through, getting a couple of yards, and on the play there, number 2, Talton Tavares. Again, here on the no huddle for the Titans, 2nd down on the 4-yard gain, 2nd down at 6. Once again, no huddle here as Moreno on the shotgun. Single back to his left, 2 receivers to his right. On the shotgun, the handoff, busting up through the middle, finding a hole, now moving towards the far side, gets a 1st down and a whole bunch more. Getting down to the 10, fighting through and diving down to the 6-yard line, getting out of bounds. Keep that ball moving up on the ground. Derek Peters on the big gain.
And like I said, Manny, once again, Tahquitz is coming out with their big run game. Who's going to be the first one to stop?
Again, here on the no huddle, keeping that ball on the ground. 1st down and 10. The ball went out of bounds there on the tackle. Again, Peters on the handoff into the pile and getting about, I'd say, a 1-yard gain. moving it just that much closer to the end zone here. Second down and about 5 yards away from the goal line. And already in response, they're wasting no time. And they're really, again, keeping this Rams defense on their toes.
Well, and that's what's all about this hurry-up offense, is being able to be ready and to be on alert and making sure you're ready for the next play right away.
Moreno hearing on the shotgun, single back, drops back to pass, firing it up the middle, looking for Tavares. And it goes over his hands and actually got touched just as he went over, and incomplete. Third down and 5, and trying to go on the quick pass there, trying to keep him off guard, but it just was short of a touchdown. On third down and about 5 yards away from the goal line, he's got 3 receivers down to his right, single back, and Jonte Price to his left. Third down and 5 again, 7:22 to go here in this first quarter of play with the Rams on top 7-0. Moreno rolling out to the left side and in trouble as the pocket collapses as he gets brought down for a 7-yard loss on the sack.
Yeah, and that's okay. At least it looks like they might be getting a score here and then going to the field goal. But you got to go into that with your heads held high, because you're going against a team that is going to put up a lot of points on the pass. At least you got some type of points on this drive right here.
And at least he was sacked in position to help his field goal kicker to place it towards the center of the field. So that's somewhat of a benefit. But again, a big loss makes it that much more difficult for his field goal kicker. And Juan Cardenas on the kick. As it's up, I believe it'll be moved down to the right-hand side as it went around the upright, and that's no good.
Well, that's okay. I mean, you got to, like I said, this Tahquitz defense has got to then decide to step it up. You got to be ready for the pass. You got to cover those receivers and just come out being the one that wants to say, we're going to step up and we're going to beat this offense in Chase Chambers.
And it is kind of unfortunate that after a couple of big gains by their runners, and you're 5 yards away from that goal line, and you're striking close, and you go short, getting a sack on third down, and field kicker missing it on fourth and long. On the pass from Chambers along the far side, pass is complete. Shading through a couple of tackles and diving for the first down marker is the Rams wide receiver. That'll move the chains here. About a 12-yard gain there on the pass. And again, the Rams are wasting no time themselves trying to get down the field.
Boy, and this hurry-up offenses seem to be taken out of Tahquitz's book. So maybe they're kind of, we'll see if the Murrieta Mesa Rams can really keep the Tahquitz defense on their toes.
Again, the Rams offense loving to keep that ball in the air. First down and 10. This time on the handoff, though, the play is stopped as there is a flag on the play, and I believe it'll be called against the offense. Dead ball, false start against the Rams. That'll push them back about 5, and that'll give the Titans defense to catch a little bit of a breather, and most likely you'll see the Rams go in the air again on first and long.
Oh, yeah, and there'll be no question, I think. I mean, unless, Murrieta Mesa really wants to surprise Tahquitz and maybe use a screen play or maybe a delayed play or something, but guaranteed they'll probably go to the pass here.
Just over 6 to go in this first quarter of play on the shotgun trips to the right, dropping back to the pocket, collapses quickly, pass up the middle, and that'll go for a fumble. Bell picked up here by the Titans, rushing down to the 20, inside the 15, and diving inside the 10, down to the 6. And that's the break that the Titans were looking for.
And boy, and look where they are. They're right in the middle of the field, and they're ready to pounce right onto those Rams. I mean, I'm telling you, Manny, I think we're in the game. We're in for a really good one here.
Didn't see who scooped at the ball because there was a lot of black right on top of it, but nonetheless, it'll be a fumble, gaining about 15 yards there on the play. And how about this? You restart the drive here from where you gained it from the beginning of the possession, the last possession, down to the 5-yard line. That's where we're going to start this drive now. This time, first down and goal at the 5.
Now just think if they had those 3 points, they'd be going into the first quarter leading this game. But you know what? That's okay. You're going in with a tie, going in with the score. That's good enough for me.
And that's what I call catching a break.
Oh, yeah.
How about that there? First down and goal on the shotgun. Single receiver to his left, single back to his right. Now shifting over to his left is Jonte Price. Ball is handed off to Price up the middle, up on the 10, down to the 5, and diving over to the 2. No, it's a touchdown! Jonte Price just crossing that plane as he takes it with the dive to the house.
Boy, and it's like I said before, and I'll say it again, we're in for a good one. I mean, if Tahquitz can keep up their run game, and if the Rams can really keep up their pass game, boy, I don't know. There's a defense is going to have to decide to step it up later sometime soon.
Thinking of a fake. Instead, the Titans will go for one on the kick here. Juan Cardenas. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, splitting the uprights. Yes, it's good. And in response after the fumble, it took only the Titans one play. The handoff to Jonte Price, crossed that plane and timing into the end zone for the score. And after 5:54 here in this first quarter, it is a 7-7 tie ball game. You are watching Friday Night Football here on PlayOnSports.com.
Our first quarter is brought to you by My Mama's Pizza, located on the corner of Sanderson and Devonshire. My Mama's Pizza is open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Right now, you can get a large one-topping pizza, a large salad, and 4 soft drinks for just $22.99. Take advantage of this limited-time special. Visit My Mama's Pizza today because nobody feeds you like Mama.
And you can't go wrong with a large shopping pizza, 4 drinks, and a large salad for that price. I'm telling you, we're going there after the game, I think.
I think we can send Joel.
Yeah, I think our producer can take a break, and I think you got the number, right? Get us that large pizza, Joel. Come on. Why don't you do that here? But nonetheless, you're back in this one. Again, it only took the Titans one play to cross that goal line, and what a way to catch a break there after going on 4 and out after missing that field goal. This time around, it only took them one play to get the fumble and then another play to cross the goal line.
Well, it was almost like a continuation of the drive that they missed the field goal on. So, I mean, it was almost like it was a redemption play in a sense.
You can say it was kind of a wash. You can kind of say that you can let Murrieta Mesa to borrow play. We'll get it right back and score again. This time the ball stays in the end zone on the kickoff. I believe that's what Cardenas was looking for the first time as it went out of bounds. This time goes into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. The ball we placed here at the 20.
And we'll see if the Tahquitz defense can stop the pass here. I mean, those of you watching at home, if you really want to see something and you're really looking for something to watch, is look at each team's defense and look who decides to step up in this game.
Yeah, the quarterback here, Chase Chambers, last week against Hemet, threw for 365 yards and a whole bunch of touchdowns. I believe 3 as a matter of fact. But, for any sport, any level of playing football, speaking of pass, just short of the wide receiver. And Daniel Castro incomplete as it fell right in front of him. The throw for just under 400 yards in one game in any level of football, that's very impressive.
Well, not only that many yards, but to spread it out amongst so many different players. I mean, I think he threw 2 touchdown passes each to both Gilbert Tovez and Khalil Sharp, and then including one to Parker Erickson. So not only is he passing so many yards, but he's spreading it amongst the players.
There we go on 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass, staying in the pocket, fires up the middle. Pass is caught down to Castro, fighting through a couple of tackles, and then gets brought down just shy of the 40, down at the 38, I believe. 1st down and 10, and Chambers' arm really doing that damage to fight through that Titan defense. Again, a 7-7 ball game under 5:40 to go here in this first quarter. About back-to-back touchdowns here to start off this first quarter play to make it 7 apiece. On the shotgun, single back, 2 receivers left and right. Staying in the pocket after the snap, firing it up the middle. Pass is complete down to Erickson. Erickson up to the far side and gets shoestring tackled into Tahquitz territory. Gain of about 20 yards, 1st and 10, and they're 40 yards away from the goal line.
And boy, there was a lot of green in front of him. What a shoestring tackle that was, because if he missed that, boy, he was gone for another touchdown.
And speaking of, if you're going to be missing this game for at least a minute, you're going to be missing quite a bit. This ball in the air from both sides on Tahquitz and Murrieta Mesa. You're in for a good one tonight here on Friday Night Football on the shotgun. Staying in the pocket, firing it up towards the near side, complete down to Castro. Getting through one tackle, up to the 20, inside the 10, breaking another, and he crosses the goal line in for the score, though there's a flag on the play. We'll see if it'll be against Murrieta Mesa. It is in the area of holding. It'll be a personal foul against the Rams, so bring that touchdown off the board.
Oh boy, that's a killer, and that's almost a savior for Tahquitz, because if they miss that, boy, that's almost like we got to go back and score it again. So, it's a replay, and Tahquitz gets another chance to save themselves from the Rams scoring.
And that's the thing, it was where he caught the ball is where they placed that flag, and they threw the flag as he was at the 20-yard line. So really, it's an unfortunate flag that the Rams really drew, because that flag was way off the play.
Oh yeah, and you can, like I said, any flag that if you wave that off and it's automatic touchdown, of course you don't want that flag, but they're stuck back here on the 50. They got what is it, a 1st and 20?
I believe a first down and 19. It looks like
19,
20 yards, but it's still a long ways away, and that'll make it that much more difficult here.
And Tahquitz really needs to, again, try and step up. And look, like here, they're calling a timeout. They're giving hopefully they'll give a pep talk to their DBs because they have not got they've probably got 1 or 2 stops, but they got to find some type of answer for Chase Chambers throwing that ball.
Again, a 7-7 ball game here in the first quarter of play. We'll take a timeout as well. 4:59 in the first quarter. You are watching Friday Night Football here on PlayOnSports.com.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play on Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all of their games and all other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Right here in this one, and again, this Tahquitz defense needing that break after the timeout. Really need to catch that breather because this Murrieta Mesa offense not letting up here in this one. Each play that they've gone, it's gone for positive yardage minus on this drive. That personal foul penalty that actually took the touchdown off of the board. On first down and 19, let's see what the Rams can do to respond. Again, Chase Chambers, one of the marquee guys for this Rams offense, and really for this school only in its 4th year of existence, and already talking to be one of the powerhouse schools over in the Inland Empire. Again, on first down and 10, 2 receivers on his left, single back to his left as well. On the shotgun, staying in the pocket, firing it up to the near side, over the hands of Davian Needs, incomplete, and that'll make it second down and 19 here.
And one thing we have to mention about these Murrieta Mesa Rams is that they're returning 10 starters on this offense. And when you have 10 starters on an offense returning, boy, that's scary. And we can also look to the Tahquitz Titans. They have returners too. So this is, if you want to look at it, this is almost an equal game, just different styles of play.
On the shotgun, second down and long. Staying in the pocket, is just about to collapse. Pass is complete down at the 25, and that'll move the chains on the diving catch. Davian Neitz, as he was wide open before 2 Tahquitz defenders fell on top of him, and that's not what you want when you're Tahquitz. When you let that post route get right to you, you leave him open for about a second, and it'll go for a huge gain.
Well, and one thing I think Tahquitz might need to start doing is pulling back on their linebackers because they're not going to run the ball majority of the time. So why don't you pull back on those linebackers, get some extra coverage there in the secondary.
On the shotgun here, first down and 10, firing up to the near side. Pass is complete, trying to fight through, and there's a lot of Tahquitz players to make the stop. He got a lot more yardage than he should have when there was one defender on him, and on the catch was Gilbert Toves on the play. And that'll drop the first down markers. It'll be a first down, so first and goal this time at the 9-yard line as he fought through over the 10-yard line. First and goal now at the 9-yard line, 4:17 to go. On the shotgun, Chambers dropping back, looking to the far side, all by himself. Daniel Castro for the touchdown. Up to the corner as Castro catches it inside the house. And in response to the touchdown from Tahquitz, the Rams regain the lead.
And that's another missed assignment by Tahquitz. I mean, there's got to find some type of answer for this Murrieta Mesa passing offense. I mean, if you don't find something, they're just going to run all over you. They're going to pass for 400 or 500 yards if you're not careful.
As the Rams set up for the kick, the snap, the hold, the kick is up, right through the uprights, and good. We will keep it right here in this one. Again, a 14-7 ball game. And again, as we talked about earlier, Tahquitz had that week off break after that big win against Vista Del Lago. And really, against a team like Murrieta Mesa, you need 2 weeks to prepare because, again, this team really likes to bring a lot of unexpected plays, especially from the arm of Chase Chambers. But, your thoughts here on this, on the team's performance so far for Tahquitz. I think they've responded well. It's just, you're leaving a couple of guys open, and it's those little mistakes that can really cost a team that could be looking for that big win.
Well, especially for the Murrieta Mesa Rams when they're throwing the ball, if you don't keep your eye out for one specific player, whether it's a tight end or a receiver or a running back that's running a wheel route, if you don't keep an eye on those guys, they're going to be left wide open just like their touchdown just right there.
Again, 4:11 going in this first quarter as Chambers found Castro up on the corner for the touchdown to make it a 14-7 ball game here in this one. Kick is off. as it's just shy down to the 10. Ball is caught, now it's taken away. Here we go, ball at the 20, shedding through one tackle, trying to spin through another, and then gets brought down at the 27-yard line on the return there, Talon Tavares. But Tahquitz's offense, again, putting up 41 points against Vista Del Lago in week number 0, and this team is not shy of really just bringing what they got. And you'll see a lot of Jonte Price. You'll see a lot of the running game that's really given a lot of nuisance for this Murrieta Mesa defense.
Well, and you'll see Jonte Price really running the ball. I mean, when we look back at that Vista Del Lago game when Tahquitz is playing them, Jonte Price was the one that broke open and scored the first touchdown of the game. So I think, and that's how they got most of their scores anyway. So if we look at Jonte Price and keep an eye on him, for those of you at home, you'll see a lot of scoring from Jonte.
The pitch back down to Peters up on the far side, getting about an 8-yard gain there as he found a hole. Again on the running game, and that's what Tahquitz is going to be bringing here, and that's what they took advantage of in week number 0 again. Under 4 minutes to go in this first quarter. Again, the Titans on the no huddle. Two receivers to his right. On the handoff up the middle is Tavares. Bursting through as he somersaults just shy of midfield. That'll move the chains here on the first down.
Well, I'm hoping what we're looking for is Tahquitz using their hurry-up offense. And if they know the play, they're just going to go. They're not going to wait for the Rams. They're just going to go, and they're going to see if they can catch the Rams maybe on 1 or 2 players getting really tired and catch them off guard.
On the shotgun here, first down and 10 at the 46. Jonte Price in the backfield. Price will take the handoff, moving towards the near side, running down to the 50, up to the 45, hitting one tackle and breaking one off, getting out of bounds on the tackle at the 32. Jonte Price calling his number, move those chains.
Boy, there's Jonte Price once again. I mean, it's gonna, like I've been telling you, everybody at home, watch. There's gonna be a tale of 2 styles of play. We have the passing game from Murrieta Mesa. We have the run game from Tahquitz. Who's going to step up? Which defense is going to step up?
High snap. Moreno will take it himself, and a mistake by the center ends up being a 2-yard gain. So, again, you take those mistakes, and you just got to take it as it comes there. Fortunately, he got him actually back to the line of scrimmage and no more. But, again, it could have been worse. Could have at least gone over his head. On the shotgun again, second down and 10. 2 receivers to his left, with a single back down to his right. Drop it back here on the pass, staying in the pocket, firing it up to the near side, looking for Stewart, and it's caught up the corner for the touchdown! Michael Stewart, 32 yards on the pass play, taking it to the house.
That was a good play by Tahquitz there. I mean, Michael Stewart was wide open, and they're taking a play out of Murrieta Mesa's playbook and using it and giving them a taste of their own medicine.
Yes, a taste of their own medicine, indeed. Throwing the ball in the air, one-on-one, Michael Stewart getting the touchdown there on the 32-yard passing play. Again, a 14-13 ball game pending the XP as the kicker sets up. Snap, hold, kick is, just tipped off the Mesa special teams. Hopefully that will not haunt the Titans, but nonetheless, they respond after the pass play on the pass completion to Castro for that touchdown from the Rams. This time around, 32 yards from Moreno to Stewart up on the near side of the corner, and after with about 2:35 to go, as a matter of fact, it is a 14-13 Murrieta Mesa Rams lead. We'll take a quick time out here. You are watching Friday Night Football right here on PlayOn Sports.
Tonight's game is being brought to you by our title sponsor, Trinity Energy Solutions. Trinity Energy Solutions, a green energy company, specializes in the installation of power shaver energy saving systems. For more information, find TES online at www.trinityenergysolutions.org or call them at 951-654-0824. Trinity Energy Solutions, saving energy across the world.
You know, we were talking about this on the way up here from LA down to Hemet, and we were thinking it's going to be a tight one. Either be a tight one or it'll be a slugfest. And we're not disappointed here so far with this game here. Already 4 touchdowns in. On the return, gaining about 30 yards as he reaches it over close to the 31-yard line. And Tim Barker, again, having this Tahquitz team having 2 weeks to prepare, they've really perfected this, really their all-around offense.
Well, and I think Tahquitz really drew lucky here because especially with the bye week and playing Murrieta Mesa this week, they got extra time to prepare against this pass-heavy offense, especially against Chase Chambers, who's going absolutely nuts, completing 77% of his passes in his first 2 games, and then over his career, completing 56% of his passes. I have no doubt that we'll see him in college.
Chambers in a bit of trouble, finds a receiver up along the far side, and that'll be a first down on the 12-yard pass play. Pass was complete. Down to a receiver up on the far side. Again, a 12-yard gain, and that will be just about enough there for the first down, so that'll move the chains here. Again, the Rams loving that pass-heavy offense. Under 2:15 to go here in the first quarter. Chambers on the shotgun. Quick pass up along the near side, and the Tahquitz defense there to sniff it away.
And there's another step up by Tahquitz. I mean, it looks like Tahquitz has really made the defensive adjustments, and they're really coming up and making those plays. So now we have to see when Murrieta Mesa's defense comes back on the field, maybe let's see if they can make a couple of adjustments to Tahquitz's run offense.
Gilbert Tobes was the one on the pass completion on the 3-yard loss. Now second down and 13, under 140 to go. Chambers in the shotgun, firing it up along the far side, looking for Castro as that goes over his head and incomplete. The last time the Rams forced the Titans on a 3rd down, and that's what set up that touchdown there for the Rams. This time around, 3rd down and long. How will they respond here? What do you think, Tim?
Well, hey, if I had an alert light to those defensive backs, it'd be shining bright right about now, because if it's a 3rd down and long, anybody would pass on this, and especially, of all people, Chase Chambers. So DBs, get ready.
How about a cover 4, have everyone right on the first down marker. Chambers on the pass, complete up the middle, and there's them leaving that big hole, trying to spin through a couple tackles. Khalil Sharp there on the completion. That'll move the chains on the 15-yard gain, and again, you go deep on the pass, and you leave a lot of space in between those first down markers, and a receiver can really gain a lot if you leave a lot of holes there up in the middle.
Well, and that's where you need those linebackers, and those linebackers have got to be wary of those inside passes, those cross-cut passes, and if they're not wary, they're going to keep doing that, and it's going to just be a heyday for Chase Chambers.
On the shotgun, first down on the handoff. This time around, here is Vasquez up along the near side, trying to jump over a tackler, and on the tackle there, Tim Neely, stopping him for about an 8-9-yard gain there on the play. Under a minute to go. Clock here ticking in this one. Again, a 14-13 Murrieta Mesa lead. Now working on the no huddle. Chambers now back ready to go. 2 receivers to his left. Single back to his left as well. Passes, snap, staying in the pocket, firing it up the middle, complete down to Castro. Castro gets the first down and a whole bunch more, trying to fight through a couple of tackles, and then gets brought down hard inside the 20 down to the 18. And again, this Tahquitz defense leaving the middle wide open, and that's where the Mesa, where Chambers is firing it to.
Well, and if I were to make an adjustment, being Dennis Gregovich, I think I would have my defensive backs play a little bit farther up on those receivers, because if they're playing too far out, then it's not going to happen for them anymore.
Up along the near side, pass is complete along the sidelines as he goes out of bounds there. Pass was complete to Gilbert Toves there on the play. About an 8-yard gain. That will stop the clock. 18 seconds to go in this one. There might be time for one more play if it is kept in bounds. Now this time they're going to go in a bunch formation. Rams here on 2nd down and about 2. At the 8-yard line, Chambers in the shotgun, firing it up to the near side over the hands of his receiver. By the looks of it, it was to Khalil Sharp. That will stop the clock at 13 seconds to go.
And this is the time where Tahquitz defense needs to step up and make a play. If they can do that, they can hold Murrieta Mesa maybe just a field goal. That's a success right there.
Correction on the pass play. It was the receiver was Gilbert Toves that went over his hands there. 3rd down and about 2 yards to go. Run up the middle this time, trying to escape there a few tackles, and Chambers did take it himself. That'll move the chains. Clock stops here at about 8 seconds to go, and most likely that will end the quarter. Clock now rolls out under 7 to go, and it looks as if the Rams will let that clock tick down to 0 A 14-13 ball game, 4 touchdowns in a 12-minute span. Tahquitz trying to take control of that week 1 bye, and so far, so good. They are still in this ball game here in this one. Again, after 1 quarter of play, the Murrieta Mesa Rams with 14, the Tahquitz Titans with 13. You are watching Friday Night Football right here on PlayOn Sports.
Greenleaf Gardening and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of tonight's second quarter. Located at 42337 Santee Court, Greenleaf Gardening and Landscaping is your one-stop shop for your outdoor needs. Call Hemet's Gardening and Landscaping experts today at 951-927-3693. Greenleaf for all your gardening and landscaping needs.
Right back in this one, Tim Parker, my color guy, Manny Nunez here making the call to the left of me. Joel Diaz, my producer, and right above us, how you doing, Jonathan Silver, our camera guy? Again, after 1 quarter, the Murrieta Mesa Rams on top of this one by a score of 14-13. And if you like touchdowns, if you like scoring, as a matter of fact, you're going to love this ball game. Already 4 touchdowns in a 12-minute span, and already starting the second quarter. How about the Murrieta Mesa Rams just a few yards shy of that goal line?
And woo, Nelly. I mean, they're really coming up, and they're getting ready to score again. I mean, and it's all been a production of their pass play and Chase Chambers, and he's definitely not disappointed.
Again, last week against Hemet, 365 yards. This man loves to put that ball in the air and use his receivers more than ever. Spread the ball around. Chambers on the shotgun, passing up the middle, incomplete. But I believe there was a hand from Tahquitz there on a receiver. That might draw that pass interference call. It will be pass interference against the defense. And I believe in high school football, it will be half the distance to the goal. So not too much damage, but it will reset the down marker. This time it'll be first down and goal. Halfway down, and I believe it'll be at the 3.
And Tahquitz has got to use their goal line defense here to keep Murrieta Mesa out. And when you have this much field to work with, there's not a lot of passing you can do. So, I mean, maybe their DBs have a little bit more room to work with, but watch out for that run. They may, look what they're set up now.
On the bunch formation, 2 backs behind him on the handoff up the middle, trying to fight through the pile, and he gets nowhere but the line of scrimmage. The Titan defense hoarding over that running back, and Dejon Holloway, Kyler Vasquez there on the play. But it'll be second down and about short. About 2 yards away from that goal line.
And Tahquitz's defense is really good on the run. They can really hold it as long as they stay in the middle and push it back. I think they'll hold Murrieta Mesa to just a field goal.
Yeah, the Rams now taking their time, this time going on the huddle before breaking out. On the play action, throwing it up to the near side, looks for a receiver, and the pass is caught for the touchdown.
And that's something that probably they practice every single day because they know, for instance, Tahquitz is probably preparing for them to just run up the gut and just get it right in there. But, you know, getting ready for Murrieta Mesa, they're going to probably pass it, and that's what they did. They faked the run, and they just went to their bread and butter and passed it.
On the touchdown catch, the 2-yard catch from Chambers down to Daniel Castro as he takes it to the house. Kick is up, and it is good. Didn't take him too long after that first quarter buzzer, 50 seconds to be exact. 2-yard pass completion from Chambers down to Castro, making it now an 8-point ball game above on your screen. It's a 21-13 ball game. We will keep it right here. Again, this Tahquitz offense not afraid to really use both sides of their offense, and they've really responded well. You know, whenever Murrieta Mesa scores, they don't waste any time either, and they really run it down their throats, and they love to use that running game, especially Dante Price. And even we've called a bit of Derek Peters there and Michael Stewart on that last touchdown catch.
Yeah, and I think if you look at Tahquitz, you like to think of them as a run team, but they also do go to the pass and Michael Stewart like they did on that big pass play. So it'll be interesting to see which style of play comes out on top here tonight.
Again, 50 seconds here in the second quarter. Right now, Murrieta Mesa on top by a score of 21-13 as the Rams will kick it off here. As it goes deep into the end zone. Caught there by Tim Neely, but it'll be set for the touchback. Coming back to the field will be this Tahquitz offense. Again, Tahquitz coming in 1-0. They have never started 2-0 in their program history, though they've only been around for about 6 years. Murrieta Mesa, on the other hand, 4 years. And, talking to one of the parents, as a matter of fact, 4 years into the program, a lot of these players have actually been a varsity player since their freshman year. So they're finishing off their first 4 years of high school, already 4 years into this young program here for this Murrieta Mesa athletic program.
Well, and one thing you have to look at also is Tahquitz. Tahquitz has come. They started all sophomores last year, and we talked a lot about the experience that Tahquitz has. So if we look at the experience with Tahquitz and we look at the major experience with Murrieta Mesa, boy, it's going to be a tough call to see who's going to win tonight's game.
Tom Tavares taking the handoff on the reverse, and he gets brought down hard there in the play. About 4 yards, though, on the gain. Second down at about 6 on the shotgun. Handoff up the middle to Jonte Price. Spinning through one tackle, trying to bust through a couple more, but he gets only back over the line of scrimmage, gaining about 2 yards. Now third down and about 3 yards to go. Again, the Titans on the no huddle, as this time Moreno is in the shotgun. 2 receivers down to his left. Third down at about 3. 10:20 to go in this second quarter. On the shotgun, quick pass up on the swing. Down to Derek Peters. That'll move the chains for the first down. And there you go, taking that third down down and short, thinking about run, working the play action. That'll go for the gain, and again, that'll keep this drive alive.
Well, let's hope that this no-huddle offense by Tahquitz is keeping the Murrieta Mesa on their toes.
Handoff up the middle, down to Tavares, trying to fight up through the pile and gets about 2 yards there on the play. This time around, a big difference between the Titan offense and obviously the Mesa passing game. Love to run the Titans love to run the ball, but they really like to go the short game there to really control the clock.
Oh yeah, and I think that's maybe what the idea of the Tahquitz offense is to use as much time to keep themselves on the field so they can keep the Murrieta Mesa offense off the field too.
Pass complete there to number 84, Sean Asperis, the tight end, as he crosses the first down marker and getting a few more yards there on the play. 3 yards shy of midfield. 13-yard gain, moving the chains. First down and 10. Again, the Titans on the no huddle. 3 receivers to his right. Quick pass to Michael Stewart along the near side, down to the 50. Heading down to the 45 and gets pushed out of bounds at the 43. Will that be enough for a first down? The referee is positioned just across the first down marker, saying moving those chains. The first down here for the Titans. Again, the Titans up back on the no huddle. Gaining a few here and there. Only their biggest play on this drive, about 13 yards. Handoff up the middle. Finding a hole. Breaking through a couple of tackles and moving for about 15 yards. Derek Peters. 15 yards, they're on the run. Getting down to the 28.
Boy, if they keep running, they're going to really tire out this Murrieta Mesa defense because they're just going to the no huddle and they're ready to go. So if the Murrieta Mesa is ready, they can do it, but it looks like they're just getting tired and Tahquitz is just running right through them.
Derek Peters again on the handoff, this time for about 3 yards as he runs into the pile. Second down and about 8 yards to go. And again, the big difference between these two offenses is obviously Tahquitz loves to use a couple more plays compared to Murrieta Mesa's offense. They like to extend it to about a 10 to 12 play drive, and already it's in 7. Pass is complete down to Michael Stewart on the slant pass. Pass is complete as he gets brought down to the 15-yard line. Again, moving the chains. First down.
Yeah, and one difference you'll see there at home is that Tahquitz is just going, a little bit at a time, whereas Murrieta Mesa they'll go on big passes and they'll get to the touchdown within 3 or 4 plays.
Rolling out here, Moreno up on the near side. This time he'll try to take it himself, but then gets brought down behind the line of scrimmage. On the tackle there was Murrieta Mesa's defensive back, Wesley Scott. On the 3-yard loss on the sack. Now second down and about 13, clock ticking here. 8:10 to go in this first half of play. 3 receivers to his left. Marino here on the shotgun, looking at the sideline for a pass or for a call. Didn't really get the play off in time as the ball is loose, but I believe it'll be recovered by the Titans. I don't really think Marino knew what the play call was, as he had to take a second glance at the Tahquitz sideline, and that really was a wasted play there for the Titans.
Well, and that's okay. I think Benjamin Moreno knows what to do. He's been on this team for so long. He's the leader of this Tahquitz team. I think he can calm these players down. He can really get his head refocused and get another score here in the next minute or two.
Marino here on the shotgun, 3rd down and long, ball at the 22-yard line. The first down marker is positioned at the 6. Marino in the shotgun pocket collapsing, looking for Michael Stewart. Does he get a hand on? Diving in, fighting through, touchdown! My goodness! Michael Stewart!
And man, we waited so long for that call. Both you and me, man, were just staring at that referee, waiting for his hands to go up, and there he went, caught, and the crowd went wild.
You've got to be kidding me! Michael Stewart going one-on-one with the defensive back as he got just out of bounds, though, as he fought through. Took that last tug as he took it into the house on the 22-yard pass play for the touchdown. 7:15 to go, and it's a fake! No, yes, it is a fake as he gets tackled up at the 5, and that Mesa special team sniffed it out very well, and that'll make it a 2-point game, trying to tie it up, and that 2-point conversion does not go that well there. So we'll take a quick timeout here in this one. The big pass play from Moreno down to Michael Stewart, a 21-19 ball game with 7:15 to go. Again, you're watching high school football right here on PlayOnSports.com.
Play on Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you the news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us on PlayOnSports.com, both on Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube and YouTube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep us with all high school action every week. For your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
I'm still rubbing my eyes after that touchdown pass. It took the referees a couple of seconds to see who made the catch, and obviously both the defensive back and Michael Stewart snagged the ball at the same time in the corner of the end zone. And how about this? In baseball, you got tie goes to the runner, but this time around, you got tie goes to the receiver this time around.
Oh, boy. And it just felt like an eternity. It almost felt like when Kobe Bryant shoots a basketball and last-second shot and you're just staring at it. It's just like that. It's just like you're holding your breath and you just come on, call it already.
Taking that last breath of air, wondering is it going one way or the other, and the referees decided tie goes to the wide receiver, as I believe Tahquitz did call timeout here, and we'll keep it right here in this one. And again, a back and forth battle. I feel like this is what high school football is all about. You're coming in at a slugfest. You're seeing scores going left and right, and again, not disappointed as both teams really really playing well. As they, on paper, these two teams play well. Statistically, they're really not disappointing so far.
Well, and it's exciting because both of these programs are so young. We got Tahquitz is in their 6th season, and we got Murrieta Mesa in their 4th season. And those are, for football programs, those are so relatively young, and so it's exciting for them, especially to see a play like this.
Little squib kick up on the near side was caught there by Angel Ortiz as he fell right down to the ground to get the ball down at the 38-yard line. That's where the Murrieta Mesa Rams drive will begin. Again, a 21-19 ball game with the Rams on top. 6 touchdowns already, and looking at the clock, not even 20 minutes. I believe 17 minutes, and we've already seen 6 touchdowns. Don't get me if I'm wrong, but I think arena football season ended a couple of months ago, right?
I think that sounds about right. Yeah.
And already we're seeing 6 touchdowns in quite a short amount of time. Chambers on the pass, dropped by Gilbert Toves as he was wide open. I think there was a couple of black jerseys behind him, and it seems as if he was hearing footsteps, and I think he got a little scared there to make the catch.
Yeah, and that's something to be easily corrected. All he's got to do is just stay focused on the ball first before he runs with it, before he turns. So I think that's just something that's easily corrected, no big problem.
7:07 here to go in this second quarter. 2nd down and 10 with the ball here at the Rams 38 on the shotgun. Single back, 3 receivers to his right, Dropping back, staying in the pocket, quickly collapsing, looking for Sharp, and it's over his hands. Had a chance to make the catch, as a matter of fact, but it drops to the ground and incomplete.
Boy, if he would have caught that, there's a lot of green in front of him. So I think what's going to happen when these Tahquitz defensive backs are going to go into the locker room, the coaches are going to say, listen, we got to stick with these guys like tape. Can't let go of them. And if anything, maybe drop back a couple of those linebackers, not all, but just a couple. And maybe that'll help cure some of that offensive push by Murrieta Mesa.
On third down, exactly 7 minutes to go. Pocket quickly collapsing, trying to get rid of the ball as he found a receiver. Khalil Sharp there, just short on the catch, but it would have been a sack there. And that's a big play there for that Titan defense. How about this? Our first 3 and out after 6 touchdowns.
I mean, we haven't even seen a punt in this game. And, I mean, it's what's surprising is the fact that Murrieta Mesa team that's punting the ball first. So that it's probably a huge victory for our Tahquitz defense here, because that just means that they're solving their problems, and now they have another chance to even maybe go in with the lead into the halftime.
Tim Neely back to receive the punt for the Titans on 4th down and 10. Clock is ticking. As they rule it, I believe. Yeah, they actually did make it down there. 4th down and 10. Neely here on the catch. Did not wait for the fair catch, so he'll take it himself. Sneaking away down to the 30 and gets brought down to the 32. And like you said, Tim, getting those 3 and outs are huge victories no matter who you are. And let's see how this Titan offense will respond. There's your chance now to take the lead. You kicked off the ball to start the game, and if you can control this clock and maybe take off 3 to 4 minutes and get to that end zone, guess what? If you can hold that lead into halftime, you might have a good chance to make it a 2-score game if you get the ball back to start the 3rd quarter.
Well, what Benjamin Moreno needs to make sure he tells his guys is, listen, this is our chance to take the lead into the half and then get the ball back again in the second half. So Benjamin Moreno needs to take his leadership skills and put it onto his own players.
Peters taking the ball here on the handoff and gets brought down to the 30, and I believe it will be a loss of about 1 as the Murrieta Mesa defense was right on top of him. Not a good start here to this Titan drive. 2nd down and 11 after that 1-yard loss on the run. 2 receivers down to his left. Moreno here on the shotgun. Single back. Clock ticking under 6 minutes to go. Moreno will go look to pass. Finds a receiver as it's bobbled. Though it's complete as it goes for about 3 yards on the short pass play. Pass was complete down to number 16, Estevan Palacios. But now it's set up for a 3rd down and long, but more importantly, that'll keep the clock running.
Well, let's hope that maybe you'll see Tahquitz here maybe do a delay play or maybe even do a quick pass play, because they just want to keep the drive going and they want to keep the Murrieta Mesa offense off the field.
Here we go on 3rd down and about 8 yards to go at the 33-yard line. Moreno lost the ball there on the snap, has to fall on top of it. And now this time around, as the Tahquitz defense forced a 3 and out, the Mesa defense does the same, but this time on a Tahquitz offensive mishap.
Oh, man, and I think that's just a killer for the Tahquitz offense. It's because they had a chance and they just thought, oh, we can score, go into the half and get this and be on top, but have a couple of miscues, and that's no longer the case anymore.
And looking at Dennis Grevkovich on the sideline, had a great chance to take control in this game. And, you look at a 3 and out and you get a wasted play on 3rd down. That's not how you want to end that drive. Ball is punted on the short punt, and I believe it will take a Tahquitz bounce, but it went off a Tahquitz defender. And I believe trying to make the stop there was Mytorius Boyd. He was just that much faster than the ball. So the ball will be placed into Tahquitz territory at the 46-yard line. And, if you're this Murrieta Mesa offense looking at a 3 and out and again, ending that drive there on the Tahquitz mishap, you'll take it as a victory.
Well, and let's see how quick Murrieta Mesa scores here. I mean, one thing that they're good at and they're known for is passing, and passing usually scores you pretty quick, but they're still 428. So maybe they might go to the run, but we'll see. You can't guess.
Quick pass this time around. Pass is complete up the middle to Parker Erickson, getting the 1st down as he sheds through a few tackles and diving down to the 30-yard line. 16-yard gain. Clock just stopped with 4:20 to go here in the 2nd quarter, and If Murrieta Mesa does score and go for the extra point, it will be a little bit damaging because Tahquitz had 2 missed extra points, as a matter of fact, and which is why that gap is at a 2-point game right now up on your screen, 21-19. First down and 10 with under now 4 minutes to go. On the shotgun, Chambers. Pass complete up the near side, and there's Khalil Sharp. Tackled at the 25-yard line as they're going to let that clock roll as he was tackled just in bounds.
Well, and one thing I still haven't figured out is why these defensive backs are playing so far off of the Murrieta Mesa wide receivers. They're getting all these quick passes, and you'd think you'd have 2 safeties in the back to be able to cover them, but something hasn't clicked yet for these defensive backs for Tahquitz.
Chambers on the high snap, hands it off to Vasquez along the far side, now up the middle, bursting through to the near side and crosses the goal line in for the touchdown. Far to middle and then finding a hole up on the near side, taking it to the house on the 20-plus yard run. And now it makes it a 27-19 game, and now pending the extra point, they can make it a 2-possession game.
Oh boy, this is going to be tough for Tahquitz to come back from now. Maybe when they get the ball back, they have to score. If they don't score, it'll be a tough hole to climb out of because Murrieta Mesa is just so powerful in their pass game.
And yes, they do have a lot of time, but 3:26 kick is up, by the way, and it is just good as it went in front of that right upright. A 28-19 game as we will take a quick timeout, 3:26 to go in the second quarter. You're watching Friday Night Football right here on PlayOnSports.com.
PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all high school action every week. From your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Yeah, all but one of the drives for Murrieta Mesa went in for a touchdown. They've already put 4 touchdowns on the board, a 28-19 ball game. I think the one advantage for Tahquitz right now is if they do score a touchdown, they do get the ball in the second half, but it is a very crucial state here because obviously Murrieta Mesa has only had one failed drive so far. Tahquitz really needs to step it up here and boost it back up on offense.
Well, and I think Tahquitz really needs to watch out for their offensive mistakes because that's what happened when they had the ball last. Is the hiker didn't get the ball, just went for too far, and they just made a mistake. And what they need to do is focus, and Ben Marino needs to reel in his players and say, listen, we need to score here if we don't want to get in a hole into our halftime here.
And that's the thing, in this game, both of these teams have made very few mistakes, but obviously for every mistake, it does cost them. And again, on that, like you said, on that 3rd down and long, a botched snap ending that drive for the Titans. And again, Mesa does respond with a touchdown. Again, a 28-19 ball game on the clock, 3:26 to go. Shotgun snap, Moreno will take it. Receiver all by himself, and it goes over his hands and out of bounds. He had David Howard wide open along the near side, and it just went out of reach. 2nd and 10.
Oh, man, that was wide open. That was a play that could have been for a lot of yardage. And, but again, you just go back to the drawing board and say, okay, how can we move another 10 yards? And how can we move another 10 yards? And then maybe if it's a little more than just 10 yards. So let's see what Tahquitz can do here.
On the reset here, Tahquitz has 1 timeout. Mesa's got all 3 in their pocket. 3:20 to go on the handoff, and that'll go for a short gain there on the run. Setting up another 3rd down as Jonte Price got his number called. Clock ticking here, 3:05 to go in this second quarter. Again, on the top of your screen, it's a 28-19 ball game. If you're just joining us here, this is Friday Night Football here on PlayOnSports.com. On the shotgun here, Moreno. 2 receivers to his left. Moreno on the play action, firing it up the middle. Passes complete up to the 40 and gets brought down at the 45-yard line. And then they're on the play, Martorius Boyd getting the ball in there on the slant, going for a huge gain.
Well, and there's Tahquitz. They're lining up, getting to their hurry-up offense. If they got to, keep Murrieta Mesa on their toes and maybe catch 1 or 2 players on a break, that way Tahquitz can capitalize and go on top with the score.
Under 2:35 to go. Moreno on the shotgun. Quick pass down to Michael Stewart up along the near side. Ball now at the 50 and gets brought down into Rams territory. Tackled inside the 50 down to the 48. Clock does still run, and it is crucial to keep that last time out, but it's a matter of when you use it, and most likely they want to use it once they get inside that red zone. Second down at about 4 yards to go. This time 2 receivers to his left. Single back for Moreno on the shotgun. A pitch back up to his running back, Derek Peters, along the far side. Ball is lost, I believe. No, it was a big loss instead. Looked at the ball, actually kind of came out a little bit, but it went for a loss nonetheless, and that'll set up another third down here for this Tahquitz offense.
Boy, and I really noticed that Derek Peters really got bent backwards on that play, and there's no wonder that he's kind of sitting there on the field injured.
And that would be a crucial blow because Peters is favoring one of his nieces. He did get hit rather hard there on the tackle. And, you know, for Derek Peters, you know, one of the more athletic juniors and one of the more experienced juniors is, as you talked about earlier in this broadcast, 10 sophomores did start last year to end the season. And, you know, for Peters, with a lot of experience coming into this season, you know, you take away him, and that's really an intricate part for this Titan offense.
Well, and that means just Jonte Price is going to have to take a little bit more of the load there. But I think it looks like Peters might be okay, but it's really hard to tell with all those people surrounding him.
Again, a 28-19 ball game, 1:43 to go, and again, we will keep it right here, folks, as Derek Peters is on the field here trying to recover from a quick injury. Again, you know, you talk about both teams right now. Again, a third down and long here for this, relatively long for this Titan offense, but only one of the 5 drives for this Mesa offense has been stopped. And real quick, Tim Barker, your thoughts on really both impressive offensive displays so far?
Well, there's been a lot of scoring. Let's put it that way. I mean, when you have a lot of scoring, that means the offenses are on target, but your defenses are on target. And it's good to see that Derek Peters is up and going. That means he probably will come back in the game. But like I was saying, either team's defense, someone needs to step up, and that's what everybody at home needs to be looking at is who's coming to play, who's going to step up and make that extra play to stop that offense. And if you see that from either team, I think we have a winner.
1:43 to go in this one, and again, you want to get that first down, and it's a matter of how you do it. You do it on the ground, it'll keep the clock running. But again, Murrieta Mesa does have 3 timeouts here in this one. On the shotgun, rolling out on the snap to the near side, firing it up the middle, caught to Michael Stewart. That'll be a first down, and Stewart really wasn't expecting that pass, but hey, might as well take it anyway, and that'll go for a first down gain.
Well, and it's good. They're taking time. They're keeping the Murrieta offense off the field, and they're going to go score, and maybe, hopefully, they'll get in for a nice halftime, only down 3.
Jonte Price breaking through one tackle. There's a flag on the play, spinning through another, and gets brought down at the 13. The flag was thrown by the back judge. Not sure what the call is. If it is against the Rams, it'll be a big gain here for Jonte Price on that run. Referees are confirmed here. It'll be against the Rams, and I believe they will decline the penalty. How about that? Jonte Price using his arm, fighting off a few tackles, and what would have been about a 10-yard gain, obviously a first down, makes it for about 15 more.
Holy smoke, and it looks like Tahquitz is going to get in for a score here, but it looks like Murrieta Mesa is going to use one of those timeouts to kind of bring in their defense and say, listen, if you stop them here and only keep them to 3, we still have a pretty good lead going here into halftime. But then you have to think about what Tahquitz is talking about and getting that score and going in with maybe just a 3 deficit score.
And that's the thing. Again, a 28-19 ball game, and again, you need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion for 8 points, and on a 9-point deficit, it makes it a 2-score game. And obviously, Tim Barker for Murrieta Mesa, they needed to call that timeout. They do have 3 in their pocket. And real quick, Tim, your thoughts on this one? Would it be? Do you think scoring quickly might hurt Tahquitz a little bit, considering that Murrieta Mesa does have 2 timeouts, and especially with Chambers' arm, he can move the ball quickly down the field.
Well, I think what Tahquitz needs to do is not think about pass, think about run. Take some of that clock. Now, if they run the ball right here and they score, there's nothing you can do about that. But if they run and they tackle him, it runs some time off the clock.
Here we go after the timeout. 1:14 to go at 28-19 ball game here. First and goal, ball at the 8 on the shotgun. Moreno, 2 receivers to his left as Stewart to his right. Dropping back, firing it up to the near side. Looking for his tight end as it went over his head and incomplete. Only 3 seconds went off that clock. Looking for Sean Esperes there on the play. Second and goal. 1:11 to go.
And it looks like Jonte Price is on the field right now, so let's see if they get a run in here.
Maybe even a screen pass, if anything. Most likely going on the air here. No, they're actually going to call Price's number. Getting down to the 5 and bursting through the hole and scoring in for the touchdown. Had me fooled as Jonte Price takes it to the house, cutting that lead down to 3.
Well, let's hope that Tahquitz can get some type of extra point here because they have not been successful on either of any of their scores here.
28-25 here. Titans down by 3 pending the XP. Snap, hold, kick is up, and this time it is good. 28-26 ball game, and this time with a minute and 6 seconds left to go. The one thing you got to look at here for Murrieta Mesa, they've got 2 timeouts in their pocket, and with that strong arm by Chase Chambers, this Tahquitz defense is not done yet.
Well, and I think Murrieta Mesa, they don't really have to worry too much about timeouts because all of their plays are most of their plays are pass plays. So when you pass it and you get a first down, the clock stops. If you get an incomplete pass, clock stops. Now, and Murrieta Mesa kind of has some type of hurry-up offense as well. So it'll be interesting to see what Murrieta Mesa does with 1:06 left on the clock.
And how about this of a trade-off? 8 touchdowns already scored in this one, and just over 21, or just under actually 21 minutes here in this one. An unbelievable game here so far. Again, if you've missed a little bit, you've missed quite a lot.
Are you sure arena football's done?
Not sure, especially with this kind of scoring here. On the short squib kick, caught inside the 35. And it is fair caught, as a matter of fact, as it'll start that's where the drive will start. But on the short kick, with a minute 4 left, that might be enough time, possibly, for Murrieta Mesa to drive that ball down the field again with only 2 timeouts left, and with Chambers' arm, again, this Tahquitz defense needs to stay alert.
Well, and maybe Tahquitz plays some type of prevent defense so it doesn't allow Murrieta Mesa to score. You know, because if you have a prevent, it allows it's more of a passing defense.
Chambers here on the shotgun, 3 receivers to his right. Pocket quickly collapsing as he'll try to sneak it himself. Gets brought just behind the line of scrimmage. Clock continues to run here with under 55 seconds to go.
So, you know, this is a time where Murrieta Mesa might need to use a timeout, but it looks like they're just going to get in a hurry up and get it going again.
Yeah, can't use a timeout here, especially with 2 timeouts. 65 yards away from that goal line. Got to go for it here. Second down, a short pass play, caught up the middle. Brought down for a 9-yard gain. That'll be 3rd down and short, and Murrieta Mesa will call time, I believe, unless the referees are going to discuss. No, it will be a Murrieta Mesa timeout. And that's what you're looking for if you're Tahquitz. You want to get that ball short of that first down marker. You want to keep that, keep it possibly at a 3-and-out, and with 24 seconds, you're doing the job right so far.
Yeah, I mean, they're still in Tahquitz. They're still in Murrieta Mesa territory, and Tahquitz has they have a lot of field to work with. So, again, if they play maybe that prevent or some type of nickel or dime defense, I think we can expect Tahquitz to hold up Murrieta Mesa here.
24 seconds to go, and again, Murrieta Mesa, if you look on the top of your screen, 1 timeout left. Tahquitz also with 1, but most likely it looks as if Murrieta Mesa wants to end this drive, and they've got to do it rather quickly. They might position for a field goal, and that's what maybe that one timeout might be for. 28-26 ball game to go with 30 seconds left to go here in this fourth and final quarter as the clock had to reset for a bit. Chambers here on the shotgun. 3 receivers to his left, or to his right, correction. Pass complete up the middle. That'll be a first down and a whole bunch more as he's tackled in to Titan territory. Pass was complete down to Parker Erickson. Clock now runs 26 seconds and counting. On the shotgun now 3 receivers again to his right. Pass thrown to the near side and it's complete. Down to Sharp. Shedding through 1 tackle and it gets brought out of bounds as the clock will stop with 16 ticks left.
And Sharp was really using his head there. And he thought about staying inside and getting a couple more yards, but made the smart move and just ran out of bounds to stop the clock.
And that's what you do there, especially with only 1 timeout left. You want to be smart and at least keep the drive going here to stop the clock as he runs out of bounds. On second down and about 4, 35 yards away from that goal line. Pass along the far side. It's caught. It's a first down. Running out of bounds down to the 22. 10 seconds left.
Now, if Murrieta Mesa, with 10 seconds, if they probably can run 2 more plays. They'll probably run 1 play to try to get in the end zone. If not, they'll probably try to get it into a field goal range. But it's hard to tell right now what Murrieta Mesa is thinking. Maybe touchdown, maybe just field goal.
Got to work those sides up if you want to keep that timeout here. Clock ticking here, rolling down to the left side. A lot of black on top of him, trying to escape. Clock now at 0, firing up to the corner, and it's caught! And for the score, Khalil Sharp all by himself. Tahquitz focusing on the quarterback, and they left Khalil Sharp wide open into the corner for the score.
And did you feel a little bit of Eli Manning there, huh, Manny?
Ooh, well, he didn't get touched there, but again, Tahquitz only paying attention to Chase Chambers, and for some strange reason, Khalil Sharp was jumping up and down saying, hey, give me the ball, caught it, and that'll go in for that touchdown. Oh, that's a killer there for the Titans. Ticking the clock down to 0 for that last play, and you give up a score going into halftime. 35-26. Real quick, Tim Barker, I'm also shell-shocked as well, and that's the last thing you want to do if you're Tahquitz. You score to make it a two-score game, and all of a sudden, now you're down back to where you started here. At this time, a 9-point game.
Well, Tahquitz, that's okay because I think they expected a lot out of Murrieta Mesa when it comes to offense, and that's okay. They're only down about a score and a field goal. It's not bad as it could be. So going into the locker room, Tahquitz is going to really game plan again. They're going to make minor adjustments here and there. But I think they'll be okay going into halftime and then coming out here in the second half.
Yeah, the Tahquitz will get the ball to start the second half. We will take a 15-minute timeout. Again, a 35-26 ball game. You are watching Friday Night Football right here on PlayOnSports.com. Do not go anywhere. We'll be back in about 15. Welcome back here in this one on PlayOnSports.com, your home for high school sports. Still a little spellbound after that touchdown completion to Khalil Sharp to end that first half of play. What would have been a 2-point game, this time around it's a 2-possession game that ends the first half of play. Right now the score reads at 35-26, but again, if you really think about it here in this one, Tim, all is not lost so far, but at the same time, 5 of the 6 drives for Murrieta Mesa has gone into the end zone for a touchdown, and really this Tahquitz defense has been really tested through these first 24 minutes.
When you have 61 points scored in the first half, boy, you know there's going to be a heck of a lot of game ahead of you. So I think, it'll be interesting to see what type of adjustments both teams have made, not just offensively, but probably more importantly defensively, to solve the scoring issues of both offenses.
Yeah, really wondering as well. And as a matter of fact, if Tahquitz really needs to at least take control of this first drive here to at least cut it to 1. Let's see what they do here right after the kickoff. Murrieta Mesa are here kicking off, and we are underway to start the second half of play as it goes into the end zone for a touchback. And again, for this Tahquitz offense, for the 6. On the other side, for Tahquitz's offense, they've crossed the goal line for a touchdown. But the big difference and the reason why it's a 2-score game, it's because of those 2 botched extra points.
And extra points and special teams are very crucial when you get into really tight games like this one. And if you're not really on par with your special teams, you won't be on par with a win in a game.
Ben Moreno, right where he is at the shotgun marker, 2 receivers to his left here on first down and 10 at the 20-yard line. Called for a play-action triple option. As a matter of fact, the ball is handed off up the middle. Jonte Price diving down just shy of the first down marker as he gets to about close to the 30-yard line at the 29.5. And again, with this Tahquitz offense, loving to run that ball. Don't know if clock management, controlling the clock would be one thing. They really need to get a score here to at least start off this third quarter. Whatever the case, either a field goal or even a touchdown would definitely help them out. 11:30 to go as this third quarter is just underway. This time the ball is going to be taken here on the sneak by Benjamin Moreno as he crosses the first down marker and gets about 1 to 2 yards more. Tackled at the 32, move the chains. First down and 10 here for the Titans.
And that's all they need. They only need to get a first down. They don't need to score all the way right now. And I think hopefully that's what the coaches told the Benjamin Moreno and the Tahquitz offense, because if they keep that Murrieta Mesa offense off the field, that allows them more time to score and keep the score at bay.
First down and 10 on the shotgun. Moreno drops back, firing it up to the near side, looking for Stewart, trying to reach over, incomplete, but that'll draw a flag as the defender was in front of him to try to make the stop. In football, you need to turn to the ball when the receiver's going after it. More often than not, you are going to get the pass interference call, and that'll move it 15 yards.
Boy, and Benjamin Moreno had a lot of trust there in Michael Stewart, and he really went up and really fought for it, but luckily there was a little piece of laundry on the field, and that'll be their saving grace.
As you see the referee there making the call, pass interference called against the defense. 15 yards from where that play had started from, and I believe it'll be at just shy of the 50-yard line. Michael Stewart, I think if you would have made that catch, I think he actually would have made the catch most likely, because he actually had a good chance. He tipped the ball to himself before he fell down to the ground.
Oh, yeah, he had a really great chance at catching that ball, but they got a piece of laundry and moves him up 15 yards.
But that draw in this play here, he goes for just about no gain as that run gets stopped at the line of scrimmage as a lot of Murrieta Mesa defenders fell right on top of him on the play. Second down and 10, just underway here in this third quarter. Again, Murrieta Mesa here on top by a score of 35-26. On the shotgun is Moreno, staying in the pocket after the snap, firing it up to Stewart, just out of his reach. Bullet to his right shoulder, goes over him and incomplete.
Well, if Benjamin Moreno had led Michael Stewart there on that play, boy, there's a lot of green in front of him. I actually got nervous for him for a second, but that's okay. They'll come back, regroup, third down, and it's important here you get a first down so you can get an opening score here in the second half.
Yeah, I think the pass might have been a little bit too hard there in the play, and like you said, there was a lot of space wide open for him to take it at least maybe for a score. On third down, 2 receivers. Moreno staying in the pocket, now rolls over to the far side, trying to fight through a tackle, and then gets brought down for the sack.
Man, he was on a balance beam right there, Benjamin Moreno was, and he was trying to hold on for dear life, but unfortunately we have gravity here on Earth. Brought him down.
Exactly there, and again, another 3 and out this time against this Tahquitz offense, and again, coming out to start this third quarter down by 9 after giving up a touchdown to end the second quarter. That's the last thing you want to do if you're that Tahquitz offense. Tahquitz now ready to punt. Clock ticking now, 9:45 to go. Kicked away here. Ball just shy of the 25. Fair caught. And that's where that punt will be dropped down.
Now let's see how this Tahquitz defense comes out with their adjustments, because they really have had not a very solid answer to the Murrieta Mesa offense, and so hopefully we'll see some type of adjustment here, maybe in the DBs playing closer, maybe there's cover to cover the middle a little bit better. We'll see what happens.
And you see right there Benjamin Moreno talking to his quarterbacks coach, telling him about those mistakes. Really needs to correct him after this next drive. Looking for a receiver wide open up on the near side. The pass is caught down to Gilbert Turles. Up by himself to the 20, to the 10, and he gets it in the end zone for a touchdown. And on one play, Chase Chambers finding Gilbert Turles wide open for the touchdown on a 75-yard pass.
Man, Tahquitz is, that's got to be a backbreaker right there. I mean, when you can score on one play on a big pass like that, and Chase Chambers looked not the most scared or the most flustered at all. He just chilled in the pocket, tossed it, touchdown, easy.
Snap, kick, up, and it's good. A 42-26 ball game now. We will keep it right here to discuss things, and Tim Barker, again, after a 3-and-out. Again, the mistakes keep on coming here for Tahquitz. Again, a learning experience here, as they did face off against the same team last year, and it was the passing game that really took control for this Murrieta Mesa offense. This time around, bringing in the same stuff, and they've already got 42 points on the board in just under 25 minutes.
Well, and I think this is about time Tahquitz needs to start pressing the panic button, because if you have one play, the first play of Murrieta Mesa's offense, score a touchdown, you're in a lot of trouble. So let's hope that Tahquitz figures out what they need to do, because that was just one play. You can't gauge anything just by one play. So let's hopefully see Tahquitz defense regroup, refocus, and maybe make some type of big play on defense.
And that's the thing, any mistake, especially committed against Tahquitz, Murrieta Mesa has responded rather well. Ball goes into the end zone on the kickoff for a touchback. And the lone mistake, as a matter of fact, that Murrieta Mesa did commit, the next response there for Tahquitz after the fumble on one of the snaps there, and actually it was a one-play drive and ended on a fumble there committed by Murrieta Mesa. Tahquitz did respond on a touchdown, but this time around it's been the defensive mistakes for Tahquitz that has really opened the gap here for Mesa to take control.
Well, and just think, if Tahquitz could have scored in that last couple minutes there, they would have only been down a small margin, or a relatively small margin. Considerably, unfortunately now, is too big.
9:28 to go. It's still a two-possession game, but now you got to go for two twice. Ball is handed up on the reverse to Neely up along the far side, and gets brought no, he doesn't. He tries to fight through another tackle. Looked as if he was down, but we saw that little body try to sneak up the middle. He does get back to the line of scrimmage, and actually gets about a yard there on the gain. Still 2nd and 9, and he really turned a loss in a play, and he kind of got 1 or 2 yards, and that's the fight that they're looking for.
Well, and let's hope that their run game takes over for Tahquitz, and maybe Jonte Price and Derek Peters can maybe get back in the game and really run down the field.
Moreno on the shotgun, rolling over to the left side. Passes complete down to Neely, fighting through a few tackles and then gets tackled down at the 34. That will move those chains for the first down. And again, 8:44 to go here in this one, in the third quarter, as a matter of fact. They're going to stop the clock as I believe there is a man down here for Tahquitz. Not sure if it is Neely. Man is on the sideline towards the near side of the Tahquitz bench. So it is, I believe it is Tim Neely who is down on the field. And as I said, on that play, did get the first down, but was brought down rather hard. And I think it might have been just the wind knocked out of, because he did have two players that fell right on top of him.
Yeah, and it looks like more like his ankle because he's limping there a little bit. But he got up just fine. He's walking under his own power, and I think he'll be okay. We'll see him back in the game.
Neely, again, had to stay out at least for one play, but most likely just got shaken up there. Looks to be okay as he's stretching out on the sideline, but nonetheless, they're going to lose an offensive weapon for at least one play. He did get the first down, though. It'll be first down and 10, 8:44 to go in this third quarter. On the shotgun again, Moreno. Two receivers to his right. Single back on the shotgun behind him, and that's Jonte Price. Ball on the play action, firing it up the middle. Pass is complete. Down to Mytorius Boyd as he tries to fight to the first down marker, and I believe the referee will say he crossed it before he got pushed back.
I believe it was interesting to see all the Murrieta Mesa fans thinking there was a fumble, but I think the referee called him down before he lost the ball.
So it'll be a first down nonetheless here for the Titans, and already this drive here starting out pretty well for the Titans thus far. Price on the handoff, gaining about 7 yards there on the run play. Second down and 3, and now at this point, this Tahquitz offense is playing a little bit more conservative now. They're playing much more carefully than they have done in the first 24 minutes.
Well, I think what Tahquitz is starting to realize is that they need to just go a little bit at a time, maybe throw in a big play here and there, but I think that's what they need to do, and that's what's been their success in this game so far.
On the sweep, Jonte Price crossing that first down marker as he dives into the 44-yard line. That'll move the chains once again here for a first down. Ball now at the 44. Again, the Titans back on that no huddle. Gregovich calling the play as this Tahquitz offense is set. First down and 10. Moreno here on the shotgun. Takes the snap, stays in the pocket, fires over to his tight end, Sean Esperas, out of reach and incomplete.
Yeah, and that's, that's one of those little plays. I mean, even though it wasn't successful, that's exactly what Tahquitz is doing. They're taking those little plays, moving a little bit at a time, keeping the Murrieta Mesa offense off the field. And I think the more you keep them off the field, the less they have a chance to score.
Second down at about 10, but again, ball at the 44-yard line, staying in the pocket. Moreno firing it over to Esperas. Passes complete for about 8 yards there on the play. Throwing it over to the tight end. Clock now ticking here, 7:20 to go. And again, played very carefully here is this Tahquitz offense. Trying to slowly creep on through. Taking the ball there on the snap, a running play down to Derek Peters. Crossing the first down marker and gets to the 28. That'll move the chains again here on first down and 10.
Well, it's good to see Derek Peters back in the game because one thing that Tahquitz really has is three running back weapons, and if you have 3 running back weapons, you can mix it up a little bit and really keep that defense off guard.
Under 7 minutes to go. Murrieta takes a snap on the low one. Shotgun snap, pass incomplete. Looking for Mytorius Boyd there on the play. So again, a second down and 10, and Tim again trying to respond after giving up that touchdown to start Murrieta Mesa's drive in that Murrieta Mesa's offense in that third quarter. Your thoughts so far here in the first 5 minutes for this Tahquitz offense?
Well, I think Tahquitz is starting to kind of bring in the reins. They're starting to kind of calm down and just play football. They're not looking to make a big play, and it looks like that was an incomplete pass there to Michael Stewart.
And
But I think they're starting to slow down and really move the football forward inch by inch, and keep, like I said, keep on saying and reiterating, keep that Murrieta Mesa offense off the field, because as we saw in one of the first plays of the Murrieta offense, they scored. They scored, and you don't want them to just run up the score, so I think that's what Tahquitz is trying to do.
And that's the thing with Murrieta Mesa. They really don't waste a whole lot of time. It takes them only 1 or 2 plays to really break on through. Asparis almost had the chance to make the catch as he bobbled it before he got hit. Drops to the ground and incomplete. And, you move the ball about 50 yards, and now you're at a position here at 4th down and 10 where you might have to go for it. Obviously, they're not going to be punting here. Not even going for the field goals. It might be a little bit too far for this kicker. So for 4th down and 10, you've got to go for it, especially with Murrieta Mesa's offense really playing on quick. On 4th down and 10, 6:42 to go here in this third quarter. Marino takes the snap on the shotgun, firing it up the middle, and it's well short to Tim Neely as it bounced right in front of him. Incomplete, and a turnover on downs will bring back the Murrieta Mesa offense.
And let's see if Tahquitz once again can hold, or somewhat hold, this Murrieta Mesa offense to some type of field goal or a punt. We've only seen one punt in this whole game because everybody's just scoring like crazy. So I don't know. Let's see if Tahquitz can hold these passing giants.
And that's the thing. Like you said, this defense needs to respond rather quickly on the pass. Finding Castro on the far side as he gets tackled at the 50-yard line. There is a flag on the play along the Tahquitz sidelines, and it is where the line of scrimmage is.
And that's usually that's probably a holding call on Murrieta Mesa, so that'll be a good way for Tahquitz to get refocused and find some type of life in their defense.
No, instead it'll be against Tahquitz, as a matter of fact. It was a personal foul call against Tahquitz, and I believe that will move the ball after the run. Looking at the referee, they're going to say that's where the ball is actually going to be marked. So it was a 5-yard penalty instead. So they're going to waive that penalty off. It'll be a 1st down and 10 after that big pass completion to Castro along the far side. Under 6:30 to go now in this third quarter. Again, Murrieta Mesa here on top by 16. A quick pass over the hands of Daniel Castro on the one-step pass play. 2nd down and 10.
Well, and one thing, everybody at home, I want you to focus on is look at Chase Chambers. And if you ever want to become a quarterback, watch Chase Chambers, because he is so comfortable in that pocket. He's not stressed. He's not worried. He's not flustered. He's just moving his head, staying calm, and getting the ball. And I think he's one of the most perfect examples of a quarterback here.
Yes, a well-built and a very intelligent quarterback indeed. 6:25 to go. Ball is complete on the pass play. About a 9-yard gain as he threw it down to Parker Erickson there on the play.
Boy, and Tahquitz better find some type of answer, because if this is the way that Murrieta Mesa is going to run the game, then I think we found our winner already.
And looking at the far sidelines, they're going to say he actually got 10 yards, and then I'll move the chains again here for a 1st down. Again, the ball here in Tahquitz territory, 6:08 and counting to go in this third quarter. Mesa scores. It might be tough for Tahquitz to come back. Here we go on the shotgun. Chambers looking for a receiver up the middle. Pass is complete. Getting down to the 25 and diving down to the 24 is Parker Erickson. That'll move the chains again here. 1st down and 10. And again, this Murrieta Mesa offense playing a little bit slower than they usually do. It's clock management this time for this Ram offense.
Yeah, and I think if this is the way the rest of the game is going to go, man, I think Murrieta Mesa is going to score a couple more times, and that'll be the game.
Under 6 to go here in the third quarter. Chambers handing the ball off down to Vasquez. Vasquez finding a hole up along the far side, trying to spin through a tackle. Brought down at the 9-yard line. 1st down and a whole bunch more, and in fact, that'll set up a 1st and goal for the Rams. talk about a slow drive, as a matter of fact, here for this Ram offense.
Yeah, and it's I think they're kind of realizing, okay, our offense is all on all cylinders. It's really moving. We can take some time. We don't have to worry.
This time they're not going to waste a lot of time as Kyler Vasquez rumble and tumbles into the end zone, finding through a few tackles for the score. Kyler Vasquez taking that one to the house, and now that'll move it to a 3-possession game. The score reading now at 48-26.
And the tough part is for Tahquitz is that there's still a lot of significant time in the third quarter, and we still haven't reached the fourth quarter yet. So, I mean, if Tahquitz can somehow wake up from this nightmare and push the Murrieta Mesa offense back, then maybe we'll have some type of game. But if this is like I've been saying, if this is the way the game is going to go, then I'm not really sure what else we can say. Then Murrieta Mesa will go on top.
5:17 to go here in this third quarter. Murrieta Mesa handing the ball to Kyler Vasquez for the 9-yard rushing touchdown. A 23-point game. This is Friday Night Football right here on PlayOnSports.com.
Tonight's third quarter is being brought to you by Quality Plus Construction. With over 15 years of serving the commercial and retail industry in Southern California, Quality Plus Services will handle all of your maintenance and construction needs. Located at 1655 East 6th Street in Corona, California, call Quality Plus Services for your next project. Find out more information at www.qpfixme.com or call them at 888-QP-FIX-ME. That's 888-773-4963.
Again, if you're just joining us here, touchdowns aplenty here at Tahquitz Stadium in Hemet, California. 49-26 ball game, 5:17 to go in this third quarter as Kyler Vasquez was the last to score for this Murrieta Mesa offense. Ball kicked away just shy of the goal line. Be a chance for a return. Here's Michael Stewart diving down to the 30 and gets tackled just shy of the 31. Now, if you go back to the end of that second quarter, and if it's one play that could sum up this game, and it'll be that last play of that second quarter when you had a chance for Tahquitz to get a sack, and all of a sudden you leave a receiver wide open into the corner. That made it for an easy 6.
Absolutely, and you can. Oh, it's almost like Tahquitz traded off their offensive possession that they could have scored on, and gave it to Murrieta Mesa, because Tahquitz could have gone in only down 2 or 3, whereas now Murrieta Mesa went up, and now they're just kind of taking control of this game.
There is a timeout there on the field, as I believe Tahquitz did call it here. Again, Michael Stewart, one of the big integral parts of this Tahquitz offense, especially on the passing game as well. And he's had a couple of dazzling plays himself, especially on one of the touchdowns when it was one-on-one. Again, both the corner and himself caught the ball at the same time, but they ruled it that he caught the ball first as he was heading into the end zone, and that'll be one for the highlight reel.
Well, and that's who Michael Stewart is. He doesn't give up. He fights. He's one of the leaders on this team, along with Benjamin Moreno, and I can tell you, if he looks like if he can get up from this play from down on the field, which looks like he can, he'll be okay, and he'll be able to continue with his offensive threat.
So correction there on the timeout as Michael Stewart was down as he was returning the ball after the kickoff, and looks as if he needs some help from both the trainer and one of his players, and it might look to be a bit serious, and it might be a twisted ankle. And the last thing you want to think of if you're Tahquitz is hopefully this is not a long-term injury. You really want to get him back on the field because really, especially in the passing game, he's one of the big parts of that Tahquitz offense.
Well, and who's going to decide to step up now? I mean, this is when you have your star players injured, this is where all those players on the sidelines need to say, okay, I'm going to step up. I'm going to make the play in place of our star player. And hopefully we can see that out of Tahquitz or something.
5:10 to go here in this third quarter. Again, Murrieta Mesa on top, 49-26. Moreno on the shotgun, firing it over to Howard up on the far side, and as he gets tackled over the 40 down to the 42, and that will be a first down on the 12-yard gain. That's one of the guys that also needs to step it up as well. Davin Howard, you lose Michael Stewart. Now there's a couple more receivers that really need to play to fill in to Michael Stewart's shoes.
Well, and there was a player there. Oh, there goes Jonte Price, it looks like, and now they got a game for about 4, 5, 6.
Again, a 5-yard gain. I believe it was handed off, as a matter of fact, to Derek Peters there on the play. So a 6-yard gain here, making it second down at about 4.
And let's hope that maybe Tahquitz can use the no-huddle offense to their advantage now.
Got to score quick, too. 4:30 to go, 16:30 to go in this ball game. Got a 23-point lead. Paul handed off up the middle. Now he runs towards near side. Here's Derek Peters trying to find a hole, and then he coughs it up. Murrieta Mesa on the recovery along the sidelines down to the 40. Spins through a tackle at the 30 and gets brought down at the 25.
Holy smoke, he just handed it to the Murrieta Mesa defensive player. And now, once again, Murrieta Mesa's back in business, and I really hope that this Tahquitz defense can find some type of life and stop the Murrieta Mesa offense. And if they can't do that, boy, I'm not really sure if this game has any more life in it.
And again, another mistake here by the Tahquitz offense. Right now for Murrieta Mesa, they have responded. They have 7 points after turnovers, 4 scores. That came on one of the touchdowns in that first quarter. 4:14 to go. A response here by Mesa may put this game out of reach. Chambers on the shotgun. He'll drop back to pass. Now rolls to the left side. Looking for a receiver along the far side. Pass is complete up at the 5-yard line, but there is a flag on the play. It is in the area of holding, and I believe it will be against Mesa if the penalty does hold against Murrieta Mesa.
And there's another injured Tahquitz player on the field.
We've seen a lot of players here for Tahquitz go down. Seen a couple players come back, though. Derek Peters being one of them, Tim Neely being another, but they have come back in. But one you do need to look at, though, is Michael Stewart.
Yeah, and he looks like he might be okay. He's sitting there on the field. Or no, he looks like he's standing up. He looks like he's doing okay now. He got up, and he might be able to get back in, but maybe they might save him for next week. We'll see.
On the injury, I believe it'll be number 15, Sheriff Ali, the junior, who actually made the tackle up along the far side but got hit as another Tahquitz player came in for the play. 4:08 to go again here in this third quarter, correction. And on the penalty, it is against Murrieta Mesa, so you can wave off that big gain there for the Rams, make it a first down and long. And now this time, again, a 3-score game with Tahquitz down by 23. Obviously, a stop is crucial, but this will make it much more difficult for this Ram offense to score. As a matter of fact, though, you look at the far sidelines, it looks as if the first down markers are aligned with the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looks like the referees are conferring here with Murrieta Mesa coaching staff.
Yeah, the drive did start at I believe, inside the 30-yard line, and the referees are discussing that they are going to move the first down markers back. So it is a 10-yard penalty. Who would have been a crucial mistake as you see the Tahquitz sideline. You tell talking to the referee, hey, you got to move those chains back. That's not where it started. As a matter of fact, it's a 15-yard penalty. As a matter of fact, so it's going to be first down and 25.
Yeah, probably some call like personal foul or something like that. Yeah.
So it is against Murrieta Mesa, and that's a damaging penalty there for the Rams, and Tahquitz can have a chance to take advantage here. Clock here at 4:08. Back on the handoff is Vasquez. Vasquez along the far side, spins through a few tackles and actually gets back to the 27, shy of where the play had started, and now a late flag on the play, and I believe it'll be either a late hit or a personal foul. If it is against Tahquitz, that'll be a major blow.
Oh, yeah, man. I think if it is against Tahquitz, it'll be a frustration play, but it's hard to say who it'll be against. If it's against Murrieta Mesa, I don't think they'll have any problem. I think their passing offense can overcome that. But if it's against Tahquitz, it'll be damaging for sure.
We see the head judge talking to head coach Justin Schaefer. And I think by the looks of it, it is a sideline warning, and it's going to be called against Murrieta Mesa. Now, it is a warning. They've actually changed the rules, as a matter of fact, about sideline warnings in high school football. Second penalty, it's a 5-yard penalty. on the third offense, it is a 15-yard penalty. Fourth offense, the coach is ejected from the game.
Oh, man, and that would be just so damaging to either team. But let's hope it doesn't really get to that.
Yeah, only very few calls happen for sideline warnings in high school football, but it does happen nonetheless. You want to give those referees along the sidelines a lot of room, and they're very, very picky about that. On second down and 13, firing it up the middle. Pass is complete at the 20-yard line. And that pass was complete down to Khalil Sharp. About 5 yards shy away from the first down, third down and 5.
And it looks like Murrieta Mesa's taking a little bit of Tahquitz's offensive scheme and really just going a little bit by little bit by little bit and taking some time off the clock just to, hurry up and get that win.
Third down now and 5, 49-26. Chambers here on the shotgun, firing it up towards the far side, looking for a wide open receiver. There's a flag on the play. Looks to be picked off, and it is. Tyler Farr-Fayborg there on the interception. There is a flag on the play. They're going to wave the flag. It was against Murrieta Mesa. So wave that penalty off, and how about that?
Well, maybe this is a turnaround now for Tahquitz. Maybe this is their chance to maybe go down the field and score. Now it is in a tough position on the 1-yard line. But if Tahquitz can get out of that area, I think we can have some type of game here. We'll see what happens on that big defensive change.
Yeah, on this drive, you got to go the entire length of the field. And, to go 99 yards and doing it quick, asking for a lot here, but if you're this Tahquitz offense, it is definitely doable. 3:08 to go in this third quarter, 15 minutes exactly before the end of this one. 49-26 here. Tahquitz down by 23 on the handoff, and I believe it's going to be in the end zone. Did he cross, though? The referees are positioned that he was just over that goal line.
Boy, that looks like it was on the 6.5-inch line. Holy smoke.
That's a very close call there, but very fortunate for those referees to say that on that spin he was just over that goal line after the tackle. Second down and 10, in very dangerous territory. Got to protect the ball here if you are Tahquitz. 2:35 and counting to go here in the third quarter. Moreno dropping back, firing it over to the far side, near side, and there's Michael Stewart. First down on the catch, 20-yard gain. Also nice to see him back after he was down on the kickoff return after the injury.
And it looks like he is limping a little bit, but I think knowing Michael Stewart, flag on the play?
I believe there is a flag on the play, and they're going to say it's in the end zone, as a matter of fact. And, that's crucial there because it was against Tahquitz. It was a late flag, as a matter of fact, and it's going to be called a safety. They're going to say it was a holding call against the Titans. Since it happened in the end zone, call it a safety.
Oh, that's just killer for Tahquitz because they had all systems going with that Michael Stewart catch. But once again, it's the little things that count, especially when a flag is thrown. And, now Tahquitz is trying to figure out what they're going to do with this unstoppable Murrieta offense.
51-26 here. Again, Murrieta Mesa here on top. We will actually take a timeout here. This is PlayOn Sports for Friday Night Football.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday Night Football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championships events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com, high school sports lives here.
Again, at 51-26, Murrieta Mesa ball game here, and you flash back to that second quarter and a chance to be down by one score. You made it 28-26 to possibly end this second quarter, and give up that touchdown to end that drive there for Murrieta Mesa, and all of a sudden that seemed to be that momentum shifter because you went from down to now down by 25 after 3 touchdowns.
Oh man, and I think Tahquitz is, I'm not really sure what the coaches are thinking, but hopefully they're kind of just waiting for this game to end and just looking forward to next week. But it'll be interesting to see how the rest of this game goes, maybe throw in a couple second stringers for Murrieta Mesa.
And talk about more mistakes here for this Tahquitz offense. And ironically enough, you have the ball kicked off along the near hash mark, and it crosses to the far side, and it goes out of bounds, and not even to the 40. It goes out of bounds down to the 43. It obviously draws a flag, but that's where the drive will start, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, usually that flag it usually takes into effect if it's behind the 20-yard line, and extends it out of maybe 15 yards or so to the 30, 35. But I guess since it landed at the 45, it'll just stay there.
So again, a 51-26 ball game, and again with Tahquitz down by 25. At this point, again, this game is still within reach right now. They're going to say obviously it's an illegal procedure. First down, that's where the ball will start. It will start where the ball did go out of bounds. So the drive will start, as a matter of fact, at the Murrieta Mesa 46-yard line. But again, for Tahquitz here, this defense, a learning process at this point. Kept it close to start at least this third quarter, and a few mistakes here and there has put the game a little bit out of reach. They're still within range here to make a sense of a comeback. It is possible, but again, for this Tahquitz defense, at this point, it is a learning process to really play against a very tough and a very quick Murrieta Mesa offense, and they've really not let down since they've had the ball to start the game off.
Well, and one thing we have to take note of is that this Tahquitz team started with a lot of sophomores, and now they're juniors. And so you're right, Manny, this is a big learning experience for these Tahquitz team.
Oh, man, Vasquez jumping over a few tackles and gaining for about 25 yards as he gets down inside the 20, down to the 18. Again, Kyler Vasquez not letting himself, stop himself here as he goes for about 27 yards, as a matter of fact, moving the chains again on first down and 10. Clock here ticking, under 2:15 to go in the third quarter. Chambers here on the shotgun. Three receivers to his right side. Hand it off back to Vasquez, up to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, finding through a hole on the far side as he takes it in to the house. Flag on the play. And I believe it'll be called against Murrieta Mesa there for, I believe, a little bit of taunting. But nonetheless, Kyler Vasquez takes it to the house and extending the lead to a 57-26 ball game. The referees are discussing what the foul is. It happened after the touchdown. See what the referee says here. Referee does signal touchdown, so we'll count it, and it's going to be a personal foul called against Tahquitz. And the mistakes just keep on coming, and it's also going to be against Murrieta Mesa. And really, at this point, you can just see that the emotions are kind of running high in this one.
Yeah, I think Tahquitz is just so frustrated because they just have found no answers for Chase Chambers. They've found no answers for their run game or their pass game, and I would be frustrated too if I was down by so much.
57-26 ball game, under 2 minutes to go here in this third quarter. If it gets to that point, the CIF rules that were introduced last year, we will talk about that in a moment. Snap, kick is up for the extra point. It splits the uprights, and no, it doesn't. It's actually wide down to the left. So the kick is no good. A 31-point ball game here in this one. We will take a quick timeout. You are watching Friday Night Football right here on PlayOn Sports.
Tonight's third quarter is being brought to you by Quality Plus Construction. With over 15 years of serving the commercial and retail industry of Southern California, Quality Plus Services will handle all of your maintenance and construction needs. Located at 1655 East 6th Street in Corona, California, call Quality Plus Services for your next project. Find out more information at www.qpfixme.com or call them at 888-QP-FIX-ME. That's 888-773-4963.
Back in action here again, 1:56 to go here in this third quarter, and it's been a doozy here for this Murrieta Mesa offense, putting up a whole bunch of touchdowns here in this third quarter. What was a 35-26 ball game to end the first half. All of a sudden, 3 touchdowns later, they've widened the gap here to 31 total points. And again, you look at Chris Chambers and really using all of his weapons, really, receiving-wise. He's been really a player that has not disappointed here for this Murrieta Mesa offense.
Well, Chase Chambers has really put the money where the mouth is and has really shown that he can throw the ball, that his passing completion percentages are not a lie. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of colleges looking at him going to top colleges here in not just Southern California, maybe USC, maybe even on the East Coast where it's very strong.
Yeah, you would definitely think for a man with this much skill, you would think that a Division 1A school is in the eyes of him. On the first down play, passes complete, getting down to the 30 and dives down to the 32. On the play there, Sean Asparis with the catch, the tight end, moving those chains, first down and 10 on the 14-yard pass play.
Well, and this is good for the Tahquitz offense, is at least maybe getting a score, getting some type of confidence going out of this game, getting some type of score, maybe getting some type of in reach of this game.
Jonte Price there on the handoff as he goes for about 4 yards, trying to fight for a few more, and I believe got 5 there on the play. Second down and about 5, and like you said, you know, it's really kind of just a test to see where this team is at this point, and you know, this team has not given up. Obviously, you know, if you're down 32 points, you would expect a team to kind of just fold through, and that's what Tahquitz, you know, they're really showing that they want to play the full 60 minutes here. Pass there, thrown complete down to Asparis, gets the first down and dives just shy of midfield down at the 48, and really for Tahquitz, if they weren't to win this game here, it's really kind of a stepping stone to see where they are at this point as a team.
Well, and there's been a lot of points scored in this game. So if you think about it, comparatively to Murrieta Mesa playing against Tahquitz, they've actually done quite well.
Ball handed off here down to Fernando Blanco as Blanco rushes for a first down and a whole bunch more as he gets out of bounds down at the 32-yard line. So another big gain for the Titans, moving the chains here as he reaches in to Ram territory. Clock here running under 1 minute to go, 53 seconds to be exact. Clock does stop as he ran out of bounds there. Marino takes a snap on the shotgun, handing it off to Jonte Price, spinning through a tackle, and then, gets slammed very hard, and I believe that will draw a flag on the play.
Yeah, that's, I think, what they call helmet to helmet, and that's absolutely not allowed. They want to make sure they keep the players safe, and it's one way to kind of tamper down on that type of hitting.
So it'll be for a personal foul, like you said, a helmet-to-helmet hit, which is not allowed in any of the leagues in football across the nation. So after the run, it'll be a first down here for the Titans after the personal foul penalty.
Well, let's see if Tahquitz can get here and get a score. It'll be a good way to keep their spirits up and you know, get to play against a good caliber team like Murrieta Mesa.
Marino on the shotgun, handing it off down to Price, moving now towards the far side. Bursts through a hole, jumps over a defender, and dives in for the touchdown.
Holy smoke, he jumped over that man.
Hold on a minute, folks. There is a flag on the play. We saw this last week. You hurdle over a defender. That is an automatic penalty called against the offense. That's what the referees are discussing. No, they're going to wave the flag. Touchdown. Totally retract my statement. Saw it happen before last week when we saw the game against Los Osos. But Jonte Price showing his skills and jumping over that defender. How about that? What a stylish play to get in for the touchdown.
Let's give a call to that track coach and sign him up for the hurdles, huh?
How about some 4x100 high hurdles,
there
huh?
You go.
Why not? The kick is up, and it is good. A 57-33 ball game. Hold your horses. We are not done yet. 27 seconds to go here in this third quarter. We will take a quick timeout here. You're watching Friday Night Football right here on PlayOnSports.com.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday Night Football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championships events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here.
So back in this one here, Jonte Price, taking a number off of LeGarrette Blunt, as a matter of fact. Though he's about, I think, half the size of him. But as he leaps over that defender, would have been that shoestring tackle there, and he goes for 20 yards in for that touchdown. Very impressive, and give him some stylish points there on the play.
Oh yeah, and I think it's a good moral score for Tahquitz, and maybe by some miracle they can get on top here of Murrieta Mesa. But Yeah, I mean, it's amazing to see how much speed that the Tahquitz team has.
27 seconds left to go here in this third quarter as Tahquitz will go ahead and kick it on the squib. Ball trickled down, a chance for Tahquitz to recover. There's a pile over inside the 25. Referees will go over it, and they're going to say it's recovered by Murrieta Mesa. And oh, that would have been a big break. The Murrieta Mesa defender, botching it there on that last second, and a couple of black jerseys almost had a chance to make a recovery.
Oh boy, Nelly, that was close. And I think Tahquitz can throw in a couple of trick plays here and there. I mean, that's always a game changer too. So it'll be, we're in for a ride here maybe if Tahquitz can come back to life.
20 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Most likely one play here for Murrieta Mesa to end this third quarter. On the handoff here is Vasquez along the near side, busting through one tackle along the sidelines, getting the first down as he hits down to the 45. He actually stops the clock, so that'll stop the clock here, and that'll give Murrieta Mesa to run one more play at least. Again, this Tahquitz defense being tested heavily. 57 points already for Murrieta Mesa in just 36 minutes. Quite a lot of scoring here, really on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of what we predicted here at the beginning of the game. There's just going to be so much scoring, and some defense needs to step up, and it looks like it's been really close.
On the handoff again, Vasquez along the far side and gets brought down in the backfield for a big loss. Clock now reads at 0, and that will end this third quarter of play. 3 touchdowns scored by Murrieta Mesa, and that'll widen the gap here. A 24-point game, 57-33. You are watching PlayOn Sports and high school football.
Fourth quarter is brought to you by Minutemen Plumbing. Make Minutemen your first call and choice for plumbing needs. Need a commercial contracting plumber? Then call Minutemen today at 1-800-932-5327. Again, that's 1-800-932-5327. Minutemen Plumbing, the proud sponsor of tonight's fourth quarter action.
About 1 quarter left here in this one. Murrieta Mesa on top here by a score of 57-33. And, don't look at the score right now. Really, in all reality, for Tahquitz, again, this game you can really treat as a kind of a marker to see where this program is right now at this point. And already, putting up 33 points against a very talented and a very well-oriented Murrieta Mesa football team. Very impressive, but still some tweaks to work on defense.
Well, Murrieta Mesa is in the Inland League, and they play with a lot of teams that are in the top 25 in the state here in California. And so when you play against a team like Murrieta Mesa in relation to Tahquitz, and you score that many points, it means your program's done so well.
Chambers sees that pocket collapse, but he avoids the sack. Passes complete up along the far side, but there's a bunch of Tahquitz defenders to make the play. 3 Tahquitz defensive ends could have actually went in for the sack, but Chambers did that swim move to escape, and he turned it from a possible 8-yard loss to a short 4-yard gain, third down and short.
And one thing that that Tahquitz is going to have to look at when they go in to watch the film of this game is the tackling, because that was probably an easy sack they could have gotten, and it was an arm tackle, and they missed him. So I think Tahquitz is going to have to go into the game film and work on their tackling.
Third down and short, passes complete up the middle. And I believe by the looks of it, it'll be Parker Erickson as he moves to the far side for the first time and gets a big gain for about 20 yards. Clock now ticking after that first down, 11-14 and counting to go here in the fourth quarter. Again, a third down conversion here picked up by Murrieta Mesa. Setting up here now, ball at the 31-yard line of Tahquitz. And there's a snap count that Chambers does also well as he drew off a Tahquitz man on the line.
Well, let's see. It's always hard to tell if it's Murrieta Mesa maybe flinching, which causes the defense to move. But it looks like the referee's pointing at Murrieta Mesa, so it looks like they'll back up here about 5 yards.
So it was a false start there against the Rams there. That'll push it back 5 yards, and they're obviously going to call a false start first before the offsides call. And For the offsides call, it would have been unavailable to the quarterback. So, but since that offensive player moved first, they're going to give it against the offense there. First down and 15, clock ticking here, 10:35 to go. Ball handed off down to Vasquez, up the middle, as he gets a lot of yards there, about 7 to be exact.
Yeah, and it looks like Murrieta Mesa is starting to go to their run game. There's no longer a need to really go to their pass game because they don't have to score as quickly, so they're just trying to take some time off the clock.
Again, a 24-point game, 10-13 and counting to go here in this fourth and final quarter. We're here with Murrieta Mesa leading in this one. On the shotgun again, Chambers will take it himself. Up along the near side on the quarterback sneak, gets down to the 20, heads down to the 15 and gets pushed out of bounds there on the play.
And there's another trait of Chase Chambers is not only can he pass the ball, but he's good on his feet too. And when you have one complete quarterback like Chase Chambers, you have a pretty good team.
So it'll be a first down and 10 again. Ball at the 15-yard line to be exact along the near hash mark. Chambers again here on the shotgun. This time trips to the right. On the handoff, hands it down to Ray Gaza. Ray Gaza gets pushed, but fights for a couple of yards, diving down to the 10-yard line. A flag is on the play, and I believe it's where the play ended there. On the call here, personal foul called against Murrieta Mesa, so on the run, that'll be pushed back about 15 yards. So instead of resetting it here, it'll be first down and I believe about 20 this time around.
Boy, and as much as Murrieta Mesa is up in this game, it's certainly not good to get a penalty on your team, and their coach is not going to be happy with them getting these silly penalties in this game.
Yeah, you go from the red zone, and now all of a sudden you're back dropped over to, I believe it looks as if to be the 25-yard line, so you just creep outside the red zone. But again, if you're Tahquitz, you got to stop quickly, get maybe a score within 1 to 2 minutes. You can work on the outside to maybe creep back in this one here.
Yeah, and if you get a really big, maybe one score play and a couple of plays here and there, you're back in this game.
Chambers here on the play action gets dropped behind the line of scrimmage there on the sack. Try to fight to get back to the line of scrimmage, but goes for a 1-yard loss.
And one thing Tahquitz has is all 3 of their timeouts, so they have those to their advantage. And if they can use those and if they can get another score, it might be kind of close. We'll see what happens.
9:20 and counting to go here in this fourth and final quarter. Again, a 24-point ball game with the Rams here on top. Up on the shotgun. Trying to draw the defense on the offsides. Instead, it's not called. Up along the near side, complete down to Castro. Castro trying to fight through a couple of tackles. Gets brought down to the 15-yard line. But it'll be about 10 yards shy of the first down. And now decision time here for Murrieta Mesa. It looks as if they're going to bring the special teams.
Yeah, there's no need to run up the score. They'll just kick the ball. And maybe it actually is kind of maybe a tough kick because it is on that left hash mark. So maybe Tahquitz can block the ball, but they also have to be careful. They have to watch out for that fake because it's always comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, right now for this kicker, he is at an angle. It'll be set up to be about a 32-yard field goal. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good as it just creeps in front of the right upright. A 60-33 ball game here with about 8:20 to go. We will take a quick timeout here. You are watching Friday Night Football right here on PlayOn Sports.
Stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com postgame show, where we will select our player of the game as well as wrap up all the action from this ball game. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Again, a 60-33 ball game here with Murrieta Mesa on top, and again, alongside Tim Barker and Manny Nunez here making the call now. Tim, real quick before the kickoff, again, talking about Tahquitz here, and now with about 8:20 left to go, you want to keep your starters as long as you can, but with the big gap here, you don't want to call it quits just yet. What do you do here if you're the Tahquitz head coach and Dennis Gregovich?
And if I'm at the Tahquitz head coach, I would maybe keep my starters in, maybe sub in a couple second stringers here and there. but it's really tough to call, especially when you're down by so much. But hopefully, maybe we'll get to see a couple of new players here that haven't got a chance to play yet in this game.
On the kickoff return, the returner drops it down to the 28-yard line, and that's where the 27-yard line, and that's where the drive will start here on first down and 10. 8:14 to go here in this fourth and final quarter, and again for Tahquitz, again a learning process here to take after this game. A lot of rights, but you can really take out a lot of the rights for just really an equal amount of wrongs. The mistakes that they did commit against Murrieta Mesa, the Rams did respond with a bunch of scoring.
They did, and I think Tahquitz is trying to just play out this game and to the best of their ability and try to get some type of moral victory out of it. I mean, when you score 33 points against a very, very strong Murrieta Mesa team, it is a victory because you score so many points. I mean, they're almost scoring the same amount of points they scored in Vista del Lago. So I think it's important to kind of look at it that way instead of a loss.
Passes complete down to Asperis. He gets the first down and uses his helmet to at least get 1 or 2 more yards as he breaks through a tackle there. Stays in bounds, so the clock will wind after the chains are reset. 7:43 to go here in this fourth and final quarter. First down and 10, ball at the Tahquitz 45. Moreno on the shotgun, 2 receivers to his left. Handed off to Enterprise up the middle, now moves over to the far side. Gets down to the 50, flag on the play. Gets down to the 45, stops, and fights through a few more tackles before diving at the 40-yard line. The tarp, there's actually 2 flags, as a matter of fact. It might be on the same penalty, and it is in the vicinity of holding. Bring that run back. Holding called against the Tahquitz offense, and again, more mistakes coming here for Tahquitz.
And that just hurts more and more for Tahquitz. I mean, I think what Tahquitz needs to focus on now with such a tough deficit is just to play football, play smart football, show people that you know how to play sound football. I mean, that's really all they can do right now.
7:27 to go. Again, Murrieta Mesa on top by 27 points. Tahquitz here will take the ball here on first and 20 after the holding penalty. Rolling to the near side, trying to find Michael Stewart. Passes complete down at the 43 as he's pushed out of bounds, well deep into his bench. And again, Stewart was injured earlier on the play, and he took a hard tumble, though. He is back up on his feet.
Yeah, it looks like he's either fighting through the pain or he's not showing it or something, because he just ran that play like nobody's business.
Clock stopped there as he was pushed out of bounds. 7:16 to go. Again, a 27-point ball game. Moreno on the shotgun, takes the snap, fires it to the near side on the swing pass. Complete down to Peters. Peters jumping over the defender and fights through for the first down. Tackled over at the 42. Again, not letting up no matter how big this gap is. Tahquitz not letting their guard down as they're going to put a fight up down to the finish.
Yeah, and I think the fans will really appreciate it a lot when they score and getting down into that end zone.
Ball handed off up the middle. Here is Peters. Peters bursting through a few tackles before being brought down at the 31. I believe a 9-yard gain there on the play, so that'll set up a second down and a short 1. Clock still ticking here, 6:50 to go. Again, both teams have all 3 of their timeouts. Moreno here back on the shotgun, 2 receivers down to his left. Looks over to the bench, now takes the snap, stays in the pocket, instead he'll hand it back down to Jonte Price. Price gets through a few tackles and then spins over one more before being shoestringed down at the 20. Run game still working here for this Tahquitz offense, getting another first down.
Yeah, Tahquitz is really still trying to push and get a score and really show their fans that they are still a football team and they still have a lot of pride in their games.
On the near side, passes complete down to Michael Stewart, a diving catch. A short gain there on the play as he did stay in bounds. Again, you really got to like this Tahquitz offense so far. You know, they've made mistakes here and there, but nonetheless, again, playing against a very, very tough and a very well-coached Murrieta Mesa Ball Club, putting up 33 points. And in all reality, they actually put 4 touchdowns in the first 2 quarters.
Yeah.
Passes complete down to Asparis as he gets brought down, 3rd down and now 2.
Yeah, and it's really it's good to see this the Tahquitz football team really build, because like we've mentioned before versus Vista Del Lago, they started 10 sophomores last season, and now they're coming back with juniors, and it just builds more experience upon more experience, and that's what this Tahquitz team really needs.
On 3rd down and now 2, rolling over to the near side. Here's Moreno. He might get the 1st down as he takes it himself, diving inside the 10, down at the 6. How about 4 more yards past the 1st down marker? 1st and goal here. Clock still running with about 5:10 and counting to go. Clock now stops here. 5:10 to go here in this 4th and final quarter. 5 yards away from that end zone. 2 receivers down to his left side. Moreno here on the shotgun, single back. Moreno takes the snap, throws it over to the corner, looking for Stewart, trying to get a foot in as he makes the catch. Yes! Touchdown for the Titans. Michael Stewart getting that 5-yard pass from Benjamin Moreno as he takes it to the house.
And what a beautiful catch. I mean, it really looked like that Murrieta Mesa defensive player pushed him out, but he was able to get at least 1 foot, maybe a toe, inside that end zone and get a score for this Tahquitz audience.
Tahquitz now going for 2. It looks as if by the setup, and they will. They're going to go on the quick pass, looking for Casey Miller, and that's complete. So count that 2-point conversion. It's now a 60-41 ball game. Now Tim Parker. 4:52 left. You got all 3 timeouts. You're going to expect onside. This game not over yet.
Oh yeah, and boy, if that's an onside play, we have a ball game on our hands here, Manny Nunez. It's going to be so close to the bitter end, but that's only if we see a recovered onside kick here.
So again, a 60-41 ball game with just under 5 minutes to go. Again, Tahquitz scoring on that pass completion from Benjamin Moreno down to Michael Stewart along the near side corner, getting that 1 foot in bounds as he drove in for the touchdown. Now, again, down by 19 points, you're expecting Tahquitz to go for the onside, and being down by 19, you have all 3 timeouts, and you still got a lot of time to work with here as you can play clock management if they can get the recovery here.
Well, and remember to keep in mind, it is a 3-score game. Yeah, they're only down 19, but that's 2 touchdowns and actually probably 3 touchdowns. And it's going to be so close. It's going to be tough, but I think, with the team that Tahquitz has, they can do it. It's just going to be a tall order from them.
Here you go on the short kick. Did not even go 7 yards, as a matter of fact, as the ball will be down there. And they're not going to throw the tarp, but it is going to be a flag nonetheless. The drive will, I don't know if it's going to start there. They're actually going to say it is going to start there. So it's penalty nonetheless, but a kick that went rather short, didn't go 10 yards, and now the Mesa offense will come back in to start the drive.
Oh, and it's so close. If it only went 3 more yards, there would have been a dog pile right there in the midfield, and but it looks like Murrieta Mesa will start the drive in Titan territory.
And it's funny because that ball just sat there, on the 47-yard line, and it just didn't want to budge anymore. An unfortunate break there for Tahquitz as Murrieta Mesa will take the ball here. Ooh, a big tackle there by Ronald Walton, as he just came out of nowhere like stealth. And number 7, Parker Erickson, is shaken up as he's down on the count.
Yeah, I think Parker Erickson was taking the snaps now that the Murrieta Mesa team is so far up. They give a chance to Parker Erickson here, who is only a junior, but he will. He's very. He looks like he's injured because he got hit really hard.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be moving. As a matter of fact, he did get tackled around his rib cage. Most likely, it might be just the wind knocked out of him. He is getting helped on his own feet, and yeah, it was the wind that got knocked out. And you know, even with pads, you still feel you're still gonna feel it.
Oh yeah, I felt that hit all the way up here, and he's still walking kind of woozy there, but he'll be fine. I know it. It's just one of those things you have to experience in football.
Yeah, I mean, especially you know, in a game like this, you know, that's where you see Tahquitz playing a full 48 minutes there.
Oh yeah, and they're not letting up. And once again, here comes Chase Chambers back into the game to show his stuff.
Up on the shotgun, Chambers handing it off over to Alfaro. Alfaro along the far side, crossing the first down markers. He's tackled down at the 37. By the looks of it, it will move the chains. No, they're going to say he's actually shy of the 37. So make it now a third down and a short 1 yard to go. Clock ticking here at 4:13 and counting in the fourth quarter. Again, on your screen there, you see a 60-41 Murrieta Mesa lead. On the shotgun, ball handed off. Running up now towards the near side, gets the first down. A couple more there, and again, flags on the play there. Ball as he's tackled there at the 26. It's a holding called against Murrieta Mesa, so push that drive back. It'll set up a third down and 11. 3 timeouts again here for Tahquitz. The clock will stop as they will reset the offense. But again, if you are Tahquitz, you get a stop. You can make it respectable. It is a 3-score game, 2 two-point conversion touchdowns, and then a field goal. You know, obviously asking for a lot, but he can maybe at least put up a couple more points. But at the same time, you look at this Tahquitz offense, putting up 41 points again, really in any game, very impressive.
Well, and comparatively to last season, Tahquitz, this can be seen as a victory for them. I mean, obviously not, it won't reflect in their record, but I know in their hearts and minds they'll see it as a huge victory for themselves and go into their locker room being held high. Just like that play right there. What a nice play for a loss.
And on that play there, on the tackle, I believe was number 15, Sharif Ali there up in the backfield. That's a huge loss. Clock running here with about 3:20 and counting to go in the fourth quarter. You get a punt, maybe get a score. You just never know.
Well, yeah, and if Tahquitz, if you're thinking of that scenario, Tahquitz will have to get a very, very, very quick score and then try another onside kick or something because, you know, there's only 3 minutes left in this game here, so it'll be very close.
Again, it is high school football, and as we know, anything can happen. Ball is punted away, and it's a long one inside the 15. A chance for a return at the 25. It gets brought down right there at the 25-yard line. So that's where the drive will start again with the Titans coming in down by 19 points. 2 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions, and also a field goal.
Well, and maybe what Tahquitz can do, because Michael Stewart has really stepped up in this game. He's really caught a lot of big passes. Maybe there'll be a deep pass to him, maybe a halfback pass. I think it'll be interesting to see what Tahquitz comes out with here.
See what they got here with 2:47 to go in this fourth quarter. Again, with the Tahquitz offense back on the field. Moreno back in the shotgun. 2 receivers, 2 is left. On the play action. Ball is thrown up along the near side. Pass is complete. How about that? Pushing over a few defenders there. Asparis showing off his struts. Lost the ball, but they're going to say he's down before he lost the ball. Sean Asparis. Chugga, chugga, choo, choo.
Holy smoke. That's the big play that Tahquitz needs. Now if they can get one more for the same amount of yards, that's a quick score with still 2.5 minutes left. They might be able to get back in this game. We shall see.
Oh, I'm going to see that highlight again and again and again. New quarterback actually on the field, and it's Nolan Valdez. On the handoff, getting about 7 yards on the play, reaching down to the 33. Clock ticking here with 2:13 to go in the fourth quarter. You know, a chance to give Moreno a breather, but you might have a chance to at least put up one more touchdown. Let's see what this second string quarterback can do. Rolling over, Near side, firing over, and didn't have anybody there. Referees might be talking about a intentional grounding call. Head judge looking over. No, they're going to say it's not, and I think he was looking for something there and just slipped out of his hands.
Yeah, it looked like there's a little moisture on his hands when he looked at his hands there. So it's third down with an incomplete pass. So it stops the clock, which is good.
1:55 to go here. Back on the shotgun is Valdez. Single back, and it's Jonte Price. Price on the play action, firing it over to Asparis. Caught at the 30, inside the 25, and bulldozing to the 23. Clock just stopped here, 1:48 to go.
Yeah, and here's something good for all you Tahquitz fans out there. This is Sean Asparis is going to be a huge player later on in the season. I mean, he's been on fire this game. He was on fire when they played Vista del Lago. I think we have a lot to see from Sean Asparis.
I believe it'll be an official's timeout as both teams will huddle up. No, they're going to say get back on the field. We want to finish this one up here. Again, a 19-point game, 1:48 to go. Clock now winding back, 1:48 and counting. New quarterback again on the field, Nolan Valdez here taking the snaps for the Tahquitz Titans. On the shotgun, two receivers to his left. One to his right where Michael Stewart stands. Staying in the pocket, firing it over to Michael Stewart. Pass is caught at the 10 and gets down at the 5. Ball is loose, though. They're going to say he is down. Yes. Clock now stops. It's 1:27 to go. A chance to maybe put some points here rather quickly.
Yeah, it'll make it the point deficit somewhat respectable, and by some chance, if Tahquitz can come back, it'll certainly be a miracle. But this will be a good score for them.
Here we go, back on the no huddle. Valdez here, the quarterback on the shotgun. Two receivers again, to his left, single back to his right. Stewart standing on the right-hand side. On the handoff, bursting through a couple of tackles, diving into the end zone. They are going to say no, he's down at just shy of the goal line at the about the half-yard line. Again, back on the no huddle. Valdez on the handoff, and diving over there is Derek Peters in for the touchdown. Peters taking it to the house on the half-yard run of 60-47, pending the extra point.
Yeah, and hey, if you get two here, you're only down 11, which is pretty somewhat respectable when you're playing against Murrieta Mesa.
And I would say if you are Tahquitz, two-score game, you have 3 timeouts, maybe think about the onside kick. You don't want to throw in the white flag, maybe. Never know. You never know. Ball is kicked, kick is up, and it is no good as it's wide to the right. Still a two-position game, though, here. A 13-point game, 60-47. Here is the score. Got to score 2 touchdowns if you want to obviously come back and go ahead.
Well,
But
hey,
again,
all it really takes is a defensive game changer. I mean, if it's an interception, a fumble recovery, something that can get a quick score, boy, it'll be so close in this ball game. But with 54 seconds left, Murrieta Mesa better be wary.
and I'm definitely, if I am Tahquitz, you're down 13 right now. You've already put up more than you did against Vista del Lago last week. Go for the onside kick. You've really got nothing to lose in this one. If you don't get it, obviously, you're going to see Murrieta Mesa take a couple of knees to end this game. But why don't you go ahead and see what Valdez can do again? Because he really was that leader in that drive to get him down rather quickly in for that score.
Well, I think if you're looking for a onside kick, you got to look where the open field is. And right now, I think it's actually right here in front of us between the 50 and the 40 right here on the left-hand side of the field, but depending on what you're looking at. But we'll see what happens.
They're going to go on a squib kick, calling for the fair catch as it's caught inside the 30 down to the 27, so they avoid the onside kick. And Murrieta Mesa will take the ball at the 27, and most likely Mesa will probably end this drive here, or end this game here with a couple of kneel downs, depending on what they do here timeout-wise. But again, for the Titans, only putting up 26 points, I believe, going into halftime. And they actually didn't put up any points in that third quarter and really responded well, actually. Any team would have kind of just, played it slow and gone on a couple of running plays. But to put up 3 touchdowns in that fourth quarter, a lot with that first string, I would say it's kind of more or less a moral victory.
Well, and they almost doubled their point score, which is phenomenal, especially against a team like this. So I think, again, you can't look at it, if you're Tahquitz, you can't look at it as with your heads down. You really came into this game strong. You played very consistently well against Murrieta Mesa, especially with the quarterback against Chase Chambers. And I think even though it won't reflect in the record, Tahquitz can't go into this with their heads held down.
And as you look at the schedule, again, they will lose this one by a final of 60-47. Next week, we will be in La Sierra. And again, another very strong program. But again, Tahquitz will fall to 1-1. Murrieta Mesa improves to 3-0. We will take a quick timeout, give you guys our player of the game and also our final thoughts in this one. Once again, the final score, Murrieta Mesa wins it by a final of 60-47. Stick around, folks. We'll take a quick timeout here. This is PlayOnSports.com, your home for high school sports and Friday night football.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
4th and 10 from the 41-yard line for St. Augustine. Kennedy dropping back to pass. Looking left, firing, incomplete, intended for Noland. No penalty flags on the field. Mar Vista will take over on downs, and Jordan Lertique will take that knee. And the Mar Vista Mariners knock off the number 2 seeded St. Augustine Saints at Mesa College in a dominating performance on both sides of the football for Mar Vista. They trailed 14-0 and came back.
Again, down 2-0, facing adversity, and they've really just turned the table around since game number 3. Set an attack, great block made back inside the Maverick zone. A chance there by Bosback back inside the Maverick zone. Ball attacked there by Bosback, a second opportunity by Bosback. Lift violation call. Winner. It's over the neck call. Oh my goodness! Bosback reached over on the attack. A Maverick error wraps up the title for the Presentation Panthers. A 15-9 victory in game number 5, and they wrap it up coming back from 2-0 down match-wise and take it 3-2.
36-35 and driving, and oh baby! Shrigley with the jam, and it was with emphasis. And it's the foul, and listen to these fans.
Do you know who's standing up right behind us? Tony Bland, who is the head recruiter for San Diego State. I think he's drooling. Somebody get that man a napkin.
Quick score on this drive. There goes a handoff to Zeller, trying to go straight ahead, but he is met by Wool. Now he breaks out to the outside, gets across the 30, 35, on the right, 40, midfield. He's running down the sidelines. He's going to go all the way as he's at the 10, 5, touchdown. Patrick Zeller stood up at the line of scrimmage and broke out to his left to the far sidelines, and he was in a foot race, and he went all the way for the touchdown. Broke a tackle and made it nice and showed his speed as he got outside for the touchdown.
Back in the backfield to the left is Campbell. Hernandez takes the snap, play action to Campbell. Looks down the field. Now here comes the pressure. He's going to be hit. He breaks the tackle, rolls left. Now he's going to cut upfield. He's going to break another tackle, and then another tackle down the sideline. Gets a block inside the 5. What a touchdown! Hernandez goes 33 yards in spectacular fashion, breaking 4 tackles along the way, including 2 in the backfield, and Hilltop has tied this one up at 29.
Grant with a big, strong defensive rebound. He brings it back down the floor again, and another slam dunk. Jeremy Grant can run the point, and he can fly. Huge dunk, 2 big dunks in the last
Bullard
minute.
trying to close it out. Deep ball, up in the air, Cram. Bringing it back, Arbizo. Cram over in 3. Free opportunity. Look for Rodabaugh. No. Pass middle. Weimer.
Ball game.
25-19. Foothill wins it 3-1.
Because this kid has definitely proven that he can make things happen here in this ball game.
They will go with him. Bula Graft on a stretch run, just breaking tackles. The little man is in the clear to Tory territory. The 25, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown Knights. What a run, the freshman, Bula Graft.
Ooh, I tell you what. There were at least 3 times on that run that he should have gone down or he should have been wrapped up. Missed tackles there cost La Jolla Country Day as Bula Graft, the freshman running back for Bishops, is able to take it in. And that was a determined run there, Andy.
So 1st and 10. Brandon Lewis in the shotgun. Has time to throw. And he'll fire, and he has a mad diving catch. Did he hold on to it? He did. What a catch from Kendall Keys. And that may be the KBC Sports Player of the Week.
What a catch he laid himself out there, and a great throw, as you said. Read it nicely, did Lewis, and really caught his receiver on the go, and just kind of put it out there right on the outstretch of his fingertips. He laid out, and he made a catch.
1-1.
You know when a pitcher is behind an account and throws his breaking ball, he's feeling it.
The pitch is going to be fisted to second base on a liner, and the ball is caught by McGrew, and Valley Christian wins the game on a Cameron Stewart no-hitter.
Wow, what a way to go out if you're Cameron Stewart. A no-no in the championship game. If there's scouts out there, they had to be impressed by this young kid's velocity, control, and breaking ball all worked well today. He had it going for this Valley Christian team.
What a gem. He's going to give it to Tyree on an exchange against the zone, do a little 3-man weave. This is Tyrell back with it. Tyrell's going to go lob backdoor. Tyree Robinson with a flush.
Now that was nice. Very nice design play.
Uwaba back there. Bogart takes a snap. He's going to run the play. He's going to throw. He's got a man open at the 10. It's underthrown. It's incomplete. No, or is it caught? It is a catch. Wow, juggling catch inside the 5-yard line. Moliga. Was that Moliga pulling that one in? It is Moliga. Boy, that ball was deflected by one of the Falcons, and then Moliga, he lands on the ground and pulls it in. What a catch.
3 men in the backfield, back to the wing. This time inside counter to Telefaro. No, they're going to throw this one. He's got a man open. And what a catch! What a grab by tight end Joe Gigantino. He must have bobbled that ball 4 times in the air, and he was actually tipped by the defender and had the presence of mind to keep his concentration and make the grab. Unbelievable catch. And the ball at the 29-yard line of the Eagles, and you can see the defense, they're still bewildered. How did he come up with that grab?
Even with 2 defenders around him and 4 big. That's so unconventional for a guy to handle the ball so well. January with the one-hand jam.
He was not going to be denied there. Coming over was Milmo.
Bradshaw Christian's going to bring the starting unit out on the field one more time just to take a knee. 10 seconds left. They better hurry it up. Actually, they're going to try a field goal for Lawson. They're going to run out of time. Are they going to take? There's a snap, and they aren't even going to get the kickoff. They tried to hustle Lawson out there for a field goal opportunity to see if they could get her one. But it does not matter. They don't get the punt off in time. Drew Rickert just got the Gatorade shower on the sideline. Bradshaw Christian is your winner, 62-6. The final score. They are your D6 titleists this year. Here in 2000. 5 seconds left. Clock winding down. Poway has won the title.
Welcome back here in this one. Final score, Murrieta Mesa wins it here by a final of 60-47 alongside Tim Barker to be exact, my partner. Manny News here making the call. And again, you look back at this game, that one play in that second quarter, which would have at least cut the gap down to 2, 28-26. All of a sudden, with no time left, you would have had a good stop, but all of a sudden, you leave that wide receiver wide open in the corner, made it not only a 9-point game, but that really just gave all the momentum right into the hands of Murrieta Mesa.
Well, Manny, and one thing we talk about in football a lot are game changers, and that play alone was a game changer. Tahquitz had the ball; they were going to go up. And be down by only a few points. And they lost the ball on a bad snap, and it went right back to Murrieta Mesa. And once again, they went back and they scored. It was phenomenal.
Now, the one thing that really did impress me, as a matter of fact, as we have actually our player of the game here, and Chris Chambers, who is coming up. Chris Chambers, one of the main guys on this team who really just did a great job, as a matter of fact, with the ball. I believe he threw, quite a bit of touchdowns, and really, it's no reason that we can't say he's our player of the game.
Well, and what's phenomenal is in his first 2 games, his passing completion percentage was 77%, and over his career is 56%. So when you see those numbers, your eyes pop out at you, and you look forward to such an amazing game and a worthy game going over again here to Murrieta Mesa.
Take a quick timeout as well. Have Chris Chambers on the mic here in this one. This is PlayOn Sports, your home for high school sports. Once again, Murrieta Mesa wins it by a final 64-7. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
4th and 10 from the 41-yard line for St. Augustine. Kennedy dropping back to pass. Looking left, firing, incomplete, intended for Noland. No penalty flags on the field. Mar Vista will take over on downs, and Jordan Lertique will take that knee. And the Mar Vista Mariners knock off the number 2 seeded St. Augustine Saints at Mesa College in a dominating performance on both sides of the football for Mar Vista. They trailed 14-0 and came back.
Again, down 2-0, facing adversity. And they've really just turned the table around since game number 3. Set an attack, great block made back inside the Maverick zone. A chance there by Bosback back inside the Maverick zone. Ball attacked there by Bosback. A second opportunity by Bosback. Lift violation call. Winner. It's an over the neck call. Oh my goodness. Bosback reached over on the attack. A Maverick error wraps up the title for the presentation. Welcome back here to our PlayOnSports.com player of the game, and Mr. Chase here, 5 touchdowns. Definitely lost track after, as a matter of fact, I think your 30th or 40th touchdown, but again, 5 touchdowns. Last week you got about 365 yards, and obviously you're one of the talks of the towns here in the Inland Empire. And we did talk about before the interview your pregame techniques, and it is no secret that you prepare week by week. But what gets you motivated for games like these to really just put up such high numbers?
It's really just myself. I mean, I motivate myself, with God and everything, and I'm not just saying that He's doing everything for me, but that's really it. I just know that I have to do good, because last year, it was kind of different. I didn't really just kind of go through the motions, but this year I'm like, I got to step up,
And not just you, obviously, because of those 5 touchdowns. Week by week, you love to use a mix of all your receivers, and we saw in this game today, you really didn't favor one player. You really mixed it around from left to right, and really with your receiving core, it's really kind of woken up your passing game.
Well, what I try to do is I try to target on one wide receiver, for the first half, and they'll, cover him, and then it leaves the other wide receivers wide open. So I'm kind of out coaching their coaches.
Now, take us back to that one play. It was a 28-26 ball game going just into halftime. And all of us in the booth were thinking, you know what, Chase is going down. That'll be halftime and could be a chance for Tahquitz to come back. But all of a sudden, you found Khalil wide open into the corner of the end zone. What was going through your mind between, escaping the tackles and then finding that receiver wide open in the corner?
Well, Coach called 97, and he said, if it's not there, get out of bounds, give us another play. But I was like, no, I'm making this happen. And so I saw Khalil, and I told him to do a stutter, which, to get the cornerback off. Well, that didn't work because the cornerback was playing too deep. And so I rolled out, and then I looked to my right, and I saw the guy. So I stepped back, and then I saw Khalil, and I just told Khalil before the game, if I roll out and you're rolling right, throw a juke and go left. And he threw a juke, and I hit him right in the corner of the end zone on the run. So it was pretty sweet.
And it's funny, too, because you guys would have gone to halftime only up by 2 points, and who knows what could have happened in that second half. And I guess we can both agree that was definitely the momentum shifter going into that second half there.
Well, I'm not really wasn't going to be satisfied if we just took a knee. So I was like, we got to score a touchdown because it's going to be a dagger. It's going to hurt them, and it did. So.
Now, obviously going 3-0, and you guys are one of the more unique programs here in the Southern section. Only your 4th year, and already all of a sudden you guys have built to be one of the top schools, top football schools in the Southern section. And talking to a lot of the parents and a lot of the coaches pregame, and you actually started out, you and a lot of the when you guys played as freshmen, you guys are the first seniors ever to play. For first 4-year seniors actually play on this team. How does it feel to be, trying to resurrect this program from the bottom all the way up?
Well, I don't, really don't feel anything. I'm just playing, but it's just like a normal program to me. I mean, that's really all I can say about that.
Now, one last thing. Obviously, you go 3-0, and obviously, you have your sights set on obviously not only a league title but also a CIF title. So from here on out, what do you guys do to this point? Obviously, the bar is going to be risen week by week. What do you guys do to get prepared for the next week?
Well, coaches are always in the film room for about 6 hours on Saturday. Getting us all ready, and I'm constantly watching film every night. I get my homework done during school, after class, and so I can just watch film all night. And my parents have to tell me to get off to eat dinner. I'm like, no, just let me watch a couple more plays, because I got to get it because it's going to pay off Friday night. But I also tell the team every day when we're in the locker room after practice, I say, is that the best you guys practice? And they, so it's just they're all, looking up to me, and I'm not going to let them down. And I tell them if you see before every time before we get on the field, we'll huddle up, and I'll just tell them, have this be the best game you ever played, because especially for the seniors, that won't play football after this. And they all listen to me. They all respect me. And during school, it's all good. So.
And I don't know about best game I've ever played. I don't know how you can exceed a 5-touchdown game, already putting 60 points up in about 36-plus minutes. So definitely raising the bar there. Once again, Chase Chambers, our PlayOnSports.com player of the game, 5 touchdown passes and a 60-47 victory in this one over Tahquitz. Once again, my partner Tim Barker, Manny Nunes here making the call. We're signing off here. We will see you next week in La Sierra in Riverside, California. This is Play On Sports, your home for Friday Night Football. Good night, and we'll see you back next Friday.